Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Blood and Sand. We don't even keep a catalog of how many streams we've actually had. So where we've last left off, let's see, how many players do I have? I'm going to steal this from Carl's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck. Okay. Not a consistent number, but. Shimmer, what happened last
I don't remember. I don't. We weren't here for last week. The week before that stuff happened.
Enough.
Core unit!
Thanks
The
for the
last time we
sarcasm. Thanks for the sarcasm, dude.
We're straight in.
It's gonna be a good session, guys.
Okay, basically we did stuff. We came home. Spook got his ass kicked.
Possibly should have been dead.
Possibly should have been dead 3 or 4 times.
Semantics. Whoops. Everyone makes mistakes.
That's really about it. And then we were planning on going down into the base.
So, to properly explain it, perhaps, of what you said, to elaborate, the party returned from Rothaven having attempted to ensure the establishment of more favorable elements for them and for Duskhaven in the city of once enemies. They arrived back in Duskhaven, giving all the information they wanted to Merok, being able to somehow lie to him about the fact that they had encountered Guan Chi.
I forgot about that.
It was from there that Merok had to go his own way to have discussions with someone. And as this was occurring, everyone else went about their own businesses and attendances, with Buckley going to the temples of the many gods in the city and praying to Muradin there to ensure that his symbol was placed upon the actual design of the altar to Muradin, to allow him to recall to that position with several of his companions. Essentially, he can TP to that point, but only to that one position. At the same time, Dalmar went and bought several potions and sold off her Amulet of the Golden Dragon. Alistair decided he would, quote-unquote, forget his at his abode. But he wasn't the only one who was at his home, encountering a multi-eyed, shadowed Alexandrus Crumblebottom. He scantily escaped with his life, fleeing back to the party, bloodied, bruised, battered, with I think 1 or 2 new teeth. I think at least 1.
On the plus side, he did forget his amulet.
Yes, the amulet was left there. To whatever end that it is.
That's what he intended to do, right? Trying to find a positive spin on things. It's not very easy to do, given the circumstances. Shut up. I've got a lot of fireworks here tonight, guys, so I've got to deal with that.
Ian the Illusionist is outside her door, screaming, "Let me back in the campaign." He's a persistent man, if nothing else. With that, the party have reconvened with Alistair Dartwood, with several spells being used to heal his ass. As with many encounters with Crumblebottom, those who get out of it alive usually do so. It was at this point that, Alistair, you made your own way towards the actual fireplace within the guild hall which you are currently stationed in. This is a fireplace that is behind the elevated 3-person table, which would look down over the massive guild hall itself at the back. You began searching through as you had found it previously, and you grip down to find something, some sort of latch or a handle, and you begin lifting, and using all your strength, you pull up both hands, and you pull out this stone slab that's maybe 3 foot deep, and it's easily 2 foot by 3 foot 2 foot by 4 foot actually wide, a small rectangular one. You open it up and you just see a narrow hole that leads down, and you can just see the outlining of stairs, these heavy iron rusted stairs. With that in mind, guys, if we enter back into it, what?
I mean, normally I'd take points and go in there first, but someone else want to take first leap? Me following behind, maybe a close third.
Well, we do have a new leader. Delegating authority already.
She's learning. You sound like my boss. Yes.
Shield up, I head down.
Okay, what you realize very quickly is this is a 2 foot by 4 foot space. Grunt, your shield physically can't fit down here.
Yeah, not up anyway. I'll have to train inside. Okay, new plan. And you're gonna like this.
Oh,
Grunt
God.
lays down on his shield and no.
No. No.
As tempting as it was to go.
To give you an idea, this is essentially a square, just a box of the fireplace itself. So picture like this isn't a grandiose fireplace. This is a very small fireplace, like something you'd see in a personal home. And the actual space is inside the fireplace. Like the fireplace itself may be like not even 4 foot back and 2 foot wide. So for one person to go down, it's a difficult effort. Grunt is very large. This is not exactly something which is going to be easy for her to do. Like, Grunt just trying to fit her legs down, by the time she gets to her calf, she's actually stuck. She physically could not get herself down further.
I might actually need to luge down this thing.
Man, if only we had somebody really tiny.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Del.
I very much don't like that suggestion.
You're skinny.
I'm also easily damaged.
Yeah, and you can also bamf. Got that new.
Whose side are you on?
I'm on the side that wants to live.
So am I.
Give Del a pat on the back and cast Death Ward.
Good luck.
Your faith instills me with confidence.
You're gonna do great.
Make a deception check.
I fucking hate all of you.
Grunt, as you're there and moving about.
You're gonna do great.
Yeah, you guys suck.
He is, no doubt, trying to be positive, as he always is with you, Delmar.
It's fine. Just in case.
Grunt, as you're there, like moving about the stonework around you, you realize that it is a brick inlay around you that could probably be broken back a bit.
I mean, we could do
And then
it.
it's open up after that, or? There's
Well,
no
you'd have to
sense
go
of
back
breaking
out
away
to look
and-
down the hole.
Do we want to see about getting some sort of miniaturizing spell, or?
Fine, I'll go down.
I mean,
Delmar,
if we can get enough
whoops.
oil for Grunt and jump on her head for a while.
catch me.
Jump on ahead for a while.
Delmara, Grunt is pulled out by the combined effort of Buckley, Shimmer, and Alice.
Yeah, I don't resist. I'm still scratching my head trying to figure
No,
out
no,
how to
I
get
don't
in there.
mean like you were resisting. I mean as in it'll take their effort to pull you out. You straight up are like the fat Santa in the chimney.
You get stuck.
Yep.
You get pulled out, and Delmara, whoop! Delmara, with your, I believe you have dark vision as a elf, correct?
Yes. Just
You look down, and it is just grayed around you. As once you go down, like there is a small bit of light,
I'm
but
still
with everyone's shadows. Yeah. Okay. To say this, you look down, and it is just this long. Now, the actual stonework, it seems, of the chimney base is covering up a very large portion of the space down here. It looks like this is maybe like a 6-foot spherical actual tunnel pipe going down, and when you look down, it's maybe you don't see past 60 feet. It seems to continue deeper. But it looks like that stonework could be removed without causing much.
I'll go down sort of about 30 feet, see if anything changes.
Okay, you move down the path 30 feet. You guys just hear the tink, 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 tink.
You imply
Of her just
that
like
you imply that I make noise.
You don't make noise. The metal does. The metal is old and rusted, but still serviceable. And you step down 30 feet, and you keep looking down, and you didn't even make a stealth check. I don't see one, even though you kept saying you.
I was waiting for you to say roll because you were describing.
Okay, roll. That's fair. Roll. And Jesus. Yeah, that's a 19 out of you. Good God.
31.
So once Delmar starts trying, that's when you stop hearing her.
Rogues.
Delmar, after you're 30 feet, you maybe can see. You see 60 feet. You see maybe 40 feet down is where it actually ends. It goes all the way 70 feet down into this, and you just see this old sandstone, dusty-looking internal structure. You can't see because essentially how it works is essentially it's the tube work down, and then there's like a space and it goes off, but there is no like say angle for you to see what lies down beyond. It's only just like a straight descent. You'd have to be in there to see what leads on. But the space down here looks like there will be enough for your party members to get down into it. Just probably not enough support on this metal to hold Grunt and Buckley and Shimmer and Alistair at the same time. It'd be a slow process going up and down.
Okay. Well, since I can now sort of see the bottom, I'll go back up.
Mm-hmm. After a while, you guys are waiting, and Damar just pokes her head back up through, covered in soot from the actual fireplace falling down into the hole, and just from the stagnant dust in and of itself. There's a very musky smell down there. Pokes her head back.
Yeah, I just sort of relay the information of. It looks like there's a space down there. I can't quite see what's in it. It's gonna be a squish for everybody to get down there, especially you, Grunt. And I don't know whether that bit of metal's gonna hold everyone's weight very well.
Well, a thought does occur. How big was the space down the bottom to stand in?
Looked like we'd all fit.
Because potentially we wouldn't need to remove the bricks. Grunt could be DDoR'd in.
I suppose, yeah, we could do that.
I mean, Grunt gestures to a hook and sort of hooks it into the bricks as if to say, that's, I can get the brick.
Make a melee attack as you hit the bricks with your fucking hook.
I didn't hit them.
She wasn't hitting
I just hooked the bricks and just sort of, like, huh? You want
This is
It's
one
a
of those. It is heavily implied by the DM to remove the bricks from around the fireplace.
Look, while it would be simpler, at the same time, this is where a lot of us are now residing and living, and a lot of people in this city know to find us here. I don't particularly want to start destroying the secret passage we've just found in case somebody comes in and goes, huh, what's this secret passage that's been torn apart? So,
Well,
yeah,
we've got
maybe...
two options: break it or DDoR.
Well,
That's the only two I can think of.
My preference would maybe be to DDoR down, but it's up to the spellcasters whether they want to use their abilities or not.
I don't have a problem with it.
I mean, I don't
guessing-
have it, so.
I don't have it. We know, Nerwin. We know. Don't worry.
Grunt makes a note on a piece of paper and just says, you know, if I get in, how am I getting out without breaking?
Have you got enough to get her in and out, Shimmer? Is that something you can
I've
do?
got enough. Yeah, I've got 2 charges. Actually, no, I have 3. I didn't update my spells yet.
Okay, so long as you keep one as a backup, we can get out, okay?
Do you have to see the place in order to D-door to it, or do you just have to know of it, or...?
I don't think I have to see it. I'll double check.
It's with D-door. It's you can say
You can give a description if
You
you,
can
don't,
give
if you
a
haven't
description.
seen it.
400 feet
Or you can-
up, for example.
Yeah,
yeah.
Could be a thing.
so I can give
Okay.
him. I can give him the details of the distance and depth.
Yeah.
Well, you can see the angle, so
It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction.
Okay,
There's a
well...
dwarf when we need one.
I know,
Getting
right?
drunk. Well, Buckley, do you want to head down first? Me and Del will follow behind you, and then Grunt and Shimmer can jump in. I'd rather have somebody at the front that's less likely to die.
I mean, do you still want me to go in the front because I didn't see what was in that space? I just saw the space.
You can go down there after we've got a big shield at the front.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. And I'll pull out my sword and get
You
it
proceed
lit.
down. Okay, make an acrobatics check to squeeze through. Because you are a big lad.
This is where Dask finally gets his vengeance on everyone who's like, I'm going to play a big character. Like, right, here we go.
Okay, Buckley, you manage to just barely... You begin figuring out that, okay, squeeze a little bit here first, and then just shimmy this part, and then you just realize that you have most of your weight through, and you just let gravity do the rest as you grab onto the grab onto the actual steel of the... I'm sorry, not the steel, the iron of the ladder down, and you begin making
Which,
your very slow
can I
descent.
examine the metal as I'm going down that I am?
You could, if you could see, because it's pitch black in here. You can't see.
Oh, Buckley's
That's
a
why I have my
human.
sword.
You're doing this and having your hand on the plier
It's going to be hard
to
to climb.
squeeze
Well,
down
no.
with that?
No.
Because that would be a disadvantage acrobatics check to squeeze down with your arm like this. If you wanted your
No,
sword out at
as
the
I was
same
getting
time.
out.
Okay, so
So when
after
you're
it,
at
you're
the
getting
bottom.
out the sword, is it?
Yeah, it's after I get down, then I pull the sword out as a
I was
torch.
checking it from the
basically.
bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, once you're at the bottom, is it?
We thought you
Yeah.
meant while you were climbing down.
Yeah,
I
"Oh,
thought that was
let me
when
get a
you
good
came
look
in."
at this. Let me get a good look at this. It
No,
was
no.
fine, and then you cut it with your sword as you're going down. Like, I seem to be falling a lot quicker now.
Yeah. It's fun down here. I don't know.
In a crumpled heap on the floor going, that metalwork was horrendous.
It would be probably just an intelligence check to examine it. Investigation, actually. Make an investigation check. This metal looks like it is rusted to sin. It's probably just had like bits of air draft coming in from up above and has been ruined over time. There's a pile of soot at the bottom of the stairs at the bottom of the ladder when you come down from chimney from the chimney space over time, the fireplace over time, and it is rusted to sin. And Damara was right in the idea of too many people on this thing could probably break it. For people like, and you look at it, begin calculating, it could probably take you and Delmara, or anyone else and Delmara going up at the same time. But for Alistair, Grunt, Shimmer, and you, none of you could go at the same time on this thing. It would destroy it.
See, there's advantages to being basically anorexic.
It's the only advantage.
Hey, I'm not fat. It's just all this armor.
Yes, you have a lot of armor on.
And all this, stuff that keeps me alive.
All the shit you carry. You're 20 trophies or so.
They're all teeth now. Actually, that's my next goal. I'm going to go and see that taxidermist. I'm going to get a set of false teeth made out of all the things I've killed.
Alistair, now's not the time.
Also delirious from still having somewhat of a concussion.
I'm in the perfect state to go down here.
Doubt.
Nothing bad could happen.
Grun's not fat, she's just related to rocks.
Yeah, no, she.
dad was a
I'd say
mountain.
you have seen her dad. He is somewhat of a. I
Shimmer's
would
not
say
bad.
that. I would say that
He's just made of dragon scale.
you're made of dragon scale, and you're like 6'5", and you've got strength equivalent to the party's fight.
We're
Anyway,
not a very
squeeze down,
lightweight
you
group.
Squeeze down, you draconic bastard, or
New party name, Fat Fighters.
Foo Fighters was taken. So Alistair, you and Damara get down. And Shimmer, do you D-door down Grunt?
Yeah,
Shimmer, do you have dark vision as a Dragonborn?
I'm pretty sure I do not.
Okay, so Shimmer
I
is
don't.
blind, Grunt is blind, and Buckley is blind. Only Alistair and Damara can actually see.
Now is the time for the lightsaber.
Yeah, I fuck everybody up. I cast light.
Flash bug.
Hey, remember when I had corneas?
Good time.
Those were good times. Ugh. Okay, so now what's ahead of us now that everybody can see?
Just gotta get you all on the map.
mean-
there is a mup.
I mean, my sword gave off a 30-foot radius, but
You
okay.
got your light, and behind you, and then there's just a bang.
Well, Shimmer can keep light at the back of the party, and Buckley, you can be at the front with light. So we've got like what, 40, 50 feet worth. We can see a fair way around us.
Yeah, object shows bright light and a 20-foot radius for him. And then for my blade, it is bright and to dim. Because that's another thing, is I can actually determine the brightness.
You've got a dimmer switch.
Yes, I do.
A dimmer for your Shimmer.
Yeah,
Oh
I got
my.
a minimum of 10 feet or a maximum of 30.
Fuck's sake.
Just imagining when he first got the sword going, hey guys, watch this.
Wob, 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 wob.
Okay, so as you all step down,
So I think
Into
I'll have
this
it at 30%
dusty-
brightness.
take the sword away.
Vroom. Boom, boom, boom.
As you step down, all of you, it's this very old sandstone. Now with your light illuminating from both sides, you all have a clear vision around you. It's a very narrow space. Grunt and Buckley have to almost walk to the sides a little bit as you go. As you move through, it's maybe about 10 foot high in this actual space, but barely even 5 feet across. And it's this very large sandstone slabs all the way through. It is musty. It smells of rot and decomposition for like decades, however long, beyond what you guys could actually probably discern of how long this has been here. So with that, let's move you all to Ooh, this is cozy. Thanks, Jar Jar.
Misa cozy.
So, what do you all do? Do you begin to progress further?
Is that all we can see?
This is quite literally all you can see. Buckley, you are aware there's a little bit of light.
Oh god, it's narrow corridors.
Oh, I hate
Right.
narrow corridors.
Oh boy.
I love
will.
narrow corridors.
Yeah,
You're the
actually.
only person who does. The temperature here, it's quite temperate. It's not too cold or anything like that. It seems like just from its external proximity, it's quite a warm area.
Just slowly move in.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna keep somewhat distance, just in case. Shimmer, keep an eye behind us.
By the way, guys, while you have gone down, Jonathan and Mugmug have stayed up to say, well, no, they weren't.
Things.
We don't know where they were at all.
Meanwhile, when Alistair stops, Grunt nearly is being very careful not to trample over him. Like,
Right, I thought-
everything. Why is this place so small?
I thought we did know where they were, because we were literally like, wait here while we go do stuff. We'll explain later.
I'm just letting you guys know, just for context, that they are up above.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There may be a Mugmug sat on a chair just in front of the fireplace, so no one looks down the fireplace.
Good boy.
John can message us if things go south upstairs.
Mostly
Shimmy
you'll
can
just
do
hear
that instant.
Mugmug screaming. Okay. Because you're the first one,
Hey,
I want from
Buckley.
Delmara and from Buckley, I want perception checks.
Buckley,
What?
can't you like shield yourself in some way just in case you get ambushed?
Wow, bad roll from Dell.
Yeah, except I have reliable talents!
Does that just bring it to an 18 if I'm correct? Or does it bring it more?
It's will make it just a flat 20.
A flat 20, so basically you rolled 2 less than what you should be rolling. Ah, damn it, woman.
Numbers matter!
Numbers matter is
Gross.
right, especially for the pair of you. Let's. You guys just hear it. As further up, just around the corner,
Fuck off, Michael Myers.
I know that's Jason, but
Oh, buddy's back.
Buckley, you realize that the ceiling above you rises at several points, but just ahead in this space, you just hear the. You just look up and you just see a cage hanging with a skeleton very cruelly tied into it. The arms are actually hung out from the base of the cage, like pretty much like a large bird cage. It's a humanoid in it. The arms and legs are chained to the underneath the bottom of the actual bird cage.
I continue forward.
Okay.
Poor soul.
That way. Poor unfortunate.
I say a small prayer and then continue.
When you say humanoid, it doesn't have any immediately unusual features about it.
You can make a perception check just to look at, like, say, its face and its design, as if to say, what race is it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
20.
20, yeah? I have to
I have
ask
to
in case
check,
you roll-
it could be higher!
in case the DC is higher, because we all know her. That is the second 8 in a row. You still got a 20. Fucking hell, woman. So, it's weird. It's like almost an elven sort of figure, but it's thinner. Like, say, elves have a very far narrower features than humans, which are more blocky. But this seems to be like almost, as if say, where the jawline to where the head is larger, and like the skull is a bit wider than an elven form usually looks. And Buckley, with your 27, you begin getting the smell of just, and Delmar, you'd have gotten this as well, the smell of just this dank rot and mold from up ahead at somewhere.
Grunt, you're stepping on my shoes.
Grunt tries to take a step back and then he steps on Shield.
What you do see as well, Buckley, is just, let's say, the corner where the corner you'd be seeing from where you are. Just here.
Yeah, it's straight across.
What you see is that it's actually the sandstone that's there has been blasted by something, and it's just like a small crater has been created there. with the designs of soot and smoke around it from some long ago encounter.
I'm going to move forward and then peek around the corner. Not go full
around
out.
the corner. Peek around the corner, and you see maybe about 10 foot, maybe 5 to 10 foot ahead and to your left. Yeah, your left from where you're currently looking. You see a door, a large, heavy iron door that seems to be clasped with chains and with a seal to the front of it of a dragon. And you look down the way and you can see another small, like a alcove where another door might be, and the hallway leads on further down along to somewhere.
Oh boy, I don't trust that. Way at the front, Buckley. What's your call? What do you reckon? Is there anything we can send out down there?
I'm going to take a quick 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic.
Detect Magic. Okay. You hold up your hand to everyone else and you begin performing the ritual, and everyone else around you, you're very familiar with this ritual that Buckley has cast before, the Detect Magic. So you wait. What's the radius on it, and what's its limits? Is it blocked by...
Sense the presence of magic 30 feet of me. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its magic school of magic, if anything. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. So, you cast out Detect Magic, and you get 2 responses of evocation magic from both doors.
Evocation.
But you don't get anything past the doors as you try to sense through, and it seems like the doors themselves and the stone around it are so thick that they're barring your vision.
Just a reminder, evocation is boom boom zap.
Grant pokes her head around the corner with her glasses.
No, that's not in character.
And just bashes a shield from
Oh yeah,
no,
that's what I thought. Is
Evocation.
evocation is.
I'm going to say this as well.
Spells.
Grunt's shield physically couldn't fit down here. Grunt, you were without your shield. Because your shield is larger than you. It's literally the Braum shield, and you cannot fit it in here. It just doesn't get through the angles of the angles of the sides anyway.
Alright.
Can we
borrow
say we
mine?
got to mud bug or something? Or
Your shield gets left up above, over the fireplace, like stand in front of it.
Grunt, what's your AC?
without a shield?
Yeah.
That's an excellent question.
That's an excellent question.
It should be 2 less than my regular AC, but I think it's like that would make it about 16. No, not even close. My armor class is currently 19
With your shield?
without.
Yeah,
Because
you know what?
Yeah.
You take mine for the time being.
Forgot how
Figure out
hard
how
it
it's
is
been
to hit
calculated.
you, Grunt. Because you just throw spells at you.
Okay.
Hold on to my shield for the time being, because I feel like I'd rather have you at the front here. I'll swap places with me. I'll stick at the back. I've got a bow and arrow.
Can we swap places in this this hallway?
Yes, you
I'll-
very easily, yeah.
I will lie down. So just mark down that your AC is up by 3.
Yeah, and then,
I'm just looking at your thing. It's 10 plus your dex plus your con as a barbarian, but that would be 17 for you.
Yeah, but why is
17.
it calculated 21?
Shouldn't be. Oh, there it is. Your custom AC is including your shield already.
Ah,
That's what it is. And then you adding to it as well. So you can just go to 10 on that. And then we're going to go back and just make sure, yeah, you do. That's fine.
That's better.
it's a magic +1 magical kite shield, so it will give him 3 to his AC. Just have that for you in here, because I'd rather you be at the front than me.
Okay.
I am still not looking great.
Wait, is this an attunement shield or just a
that
regular?
shouldn't. No, it's not an attuned shield.
No.
It's just a regular magical shield. But the thing is, it's 10 plus 3 plus 4, which will go to 17. Then plus the 3, you should have 20 AC currently. I don't know why it keeps.
Just write it in there. Just write it in there manually for now.
Yeah, I'd say so.
We know what his AC is. His AC is 20. Just leave it
Yeah,
at
we'll
that.
just keep it to 20 for now, because that's why I'm like,
have
yeah.
anything.
what- Anyway,
that
I know that a 20 will hit you. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
A 20 will make you go slow.
So, because kind of taking our time down here anyway. Good, we didn't really say we were trying to be quick about it.
No, take our time.
I'm going
Typos
to
take the time.
identify the door
Okay.
because I can do that.
Do you want Del to check it for traps first? In case there's some magical thing on there that as soon as you cast Identify sends you down the corridor?
Well, I already cast Detect Magic and it told me it was
Oh.
evocation.
Okay.
Yeah, the
That
only
fixed it.
spell he was getting
I think
was.
That's
Probably
why
the
I'm
sheet
doing
is-
the Identify now on the door in front of me.
Okay. So
Basically,
you're going to cast
for
it as a
sure
ritual?
What spell it is? Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
So it's going to take another like 10 minutes. But
Okay.
They must
You
have
spent 10
updated that because my
minutes.
armor was never that high normally. Sorry.
Don't worry, just work on. We're fine. So, you cast Identify on the first door, and you focus, on what this could be, and you realize you could tell what spell it is, correct? Or what effect it is.
yes.
You are aware that. While you're not aware of the, are you aware of the capacity of what the spell can do?
I think you learn the School of Magic.
You learn whether any spell are affecting the item and what they are.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
You're aware that the spell Maddening Darkness is affecting this door.
I pull my hand away.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
That is from the 8th ring of magic.
That doesn't sound very pleasant.
I don't even heard of that spell.
So,
guys, Here's the thing: is it to affect people outside, or is it affecting somebody inside?
I think it's affecting anybody who would open this door. I think.
You are aware that this is a radial spell, as in once this is a spell activated, it will affect a large radius. Large enough that while you're down here, it would hit.
Damn, that is a large radius.
This is only
Yeah,
a small
so
space.
that's
Let's say
why-
somewhere about 60 feet.
Yeah, this is a small space.
Okay, well, we'll leave that door for now then. What's the next door?
Walk up to the next door.
What's behind door number 2?
and do the
Disintegration
same
ray.
thing.
More death.
There is more death here. There's some.
Okay, let's check this one.
Del.
Yes.
I whisper to Del.
Hmm.
Go take a look around the corner.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna stealth up to the next corner and carefully peek.
The spell that is on the other door, Buckley, you spend 10 minutes to cast Identify on that, is Whirlwind.
Sorry, Whirlpool?
Whirlwind.
Oh,
Whirlwind.
A wind.
Ah.
Whirlwind.
Cool. We could turn this
Whoa.
place into a wind tunnel. Actually, no. Stay there.
It means
Something
that we
bad
could probably
comes
get
from
out
it.
very quickly because we'd all just go out the other end.
Or we could turn it into a sandstorm.
Yeah, Sandstone, Whirlwind, there you go. Damara, you're sneaking forward and looking around the other corridor.
Mm-hmm.
What's your passive perception?
25.
Hey, 'cause that's important. Because you focus through, and while Buckley's casting the spell behind you, there is a heavy layer of dust on the ground, and you're just paranoid for a moment, and you throw your cloak to cause the dust to just gust a little bit away from you. And as you do, just ahead of you, you just see a very thin copper wire
Ooh.
going from one side to the other.
Ooh. Okay. If I follow the wire with my eyes, where does it lead?
It just leads from one corner to the other corner of the right angle, or the left angle, just here. See?
Ah, right,
Okay.
okay. Can I see where?
a
Can I see if it's like attached to anything, or does it like go into the
It
wall?
seems like it just goes into the wall on both sides. But you look up, here. And by the way, at this point, guys, it's gone back down to a 10-foot high ceiling. But at this point, Delmara, it's actually a little bit higher at a 15. And you can notice along the walls the looks of scraping, as if the stones above would become the stones down.
Ah.
One of those.
A
Right.
smoosher.
Right.
Oh!
I'm gonna relay the information to the party. There is a wire located just above the ground. It looks like the rocks would fall and crush it. I don't know if maybe cutting the wire would both activate the trap and simultaneously disarm it, but it could block off the entirety of the corridor.
Well, we have something
This
to
is less
disable it.
of rocks, and this is more the slab, which is the actual piece itself
ceiling
that is
panel.
above as the roof, would just whoop straight down.
So in theory, it should be a one-time use.
Yes,
I have
but
a
it
suggestion.
seems like the scraping indicates that either it's been repurposed or has been positioned again after.
Hmm.
I have a theory.
Yes.
If we could, in some way, see where it connects to the wall, can we determine which end is the one that's just tied to the wall and which is the one that actually goes into the wall for the mechanism?
Delmar can make an investigation check, as she is the trappy person,
Yeah, because I
but
have
also making the set.
because I have proficiency in thieves' tools, which helps me
Oh.
with disarming my traps. Can I get like a modifier or advantage?
I'd
on
say
the
you
roll?
can make with the idea from Alistair to actually look at it in that regard. I'd say you can just make the investigation check to see if you can spot it. You're aware not to set it off, but you can try to follow and try to see how you would be able to disarm.
Okay.
This would just be determining the DC of your thieves' tools, really.
Okay. It's actually 17.
Okay.
I'm
tell.
proficient with it.
From what you can tell, it seems like it's just two narrow holes to either side, but with your dark vision, you just lean as close as you can, you let your eye follow along. It seems like one side is the side with a mechanism, and the other side is one without.
Okay.
And it seems the side with the mechanism might be the side where it's originally coming from.
So it's going to
Okay.
be this end here.
So my thought is, if we can stick something on the side of it, we can cut the wire and wrap it around it so that it doesn't go into the wall. So to the mechanism, it's still taut, but we've at least cleared the path that we can walk underneath it.
Okay. What would you
Hey, Del.
suggest? Hmm.
Do you still have that rod I gave you?
I'm so glad someone said that!
I was literally scrolling through my inventory and I saw it and I was like,
An immovable rod.
an immovable rod.
That's literally what I was saying earlier. It's like, yeah, we have something to disable this.
I'd forgotten we'd picked that up in the loot.
Yeah, this thing. So I pull it out.
This small rod with the ram's head to either.
So yeah, this is going to be very tricky to keep it taut while tying it round the rod.
Oh no, I think what he means is that we can basically just place it above the ceiling. Stop
Ah.
whatever
Basically,
panel is
Put
from
it up
falling.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
So they've messed about tying it to anything, you can just stick it above us and just turn it on.
Okay. Grunt, you're taller than me. You might have to do this.
Or alternatively.
Yeah. Grunt maneuvers their way across and just asks for
I actually
confirmation.
had to
What am I
check how
doing
much
exactly?
the rod can hold for weight.
Yeah, that's going to be.
Because this is old school Egyptian style slabs. These are heavy bastards, so I had to check, but no, we can hold it.
Okay.
It can hold 4 tons.
It's just,
Jesus.
so she's checking, like, you point and she does what you
Just
say
lift
and
it up.
just make sure it's in the right position.
Hold,
click the
hold up
button.
and click the end.
You
Yeah,
just
should we
make sure
find out
she's
it's a
putting it
bomb?
in the right place.
Pipe bomb. Why is it beeping? What's that flashing?
Holds it up, presses the button, and the rod stays there floating in place.
Well, go on then, Del. This will be funny. Activate the trap. I was joking. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Still step
I
over it.
prefer that we didn't activate it.
Yeah. Still
Mainly
step over. it.
because we don't know if they're tied to those doors or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now that I can at least safely get round the corner, what did I see down the corridor?
Okay.
It's a blank
Down the
wall.
corridor.
Darkness.
Down the corridor, what you see is what languages do you speak?
Not a lot. Common Elvish
What?
thieves can.
What languages
Okay.
do you recognise?
You see languages that you don't read. It seems to be the same dialect and text. Down the walls on both sides, written in blood.
Oh, that's just lovely. I love it when they do that.
Ooh, I feel like that might be something I can read.
What languages
read
can you
blood?
read?
Celestial and Infernal.
No.
I can read
Okay.
blood.
Right, what I'm
What are your languages?
All of them.
No. What are your languages?
No, I think he's casting
All of them.
language.
Well, the thing is, I'm pretty sure as a Dragonborn you wouldn't have needed to cast that as is.
Oh, I do
is-
also
it
speak
is-
Draconic.
assumptions.
Well, I figured.
It's,
You worked out your
it's
work.
written in blood. It must be infernal.
No, it is written in Draconic.
Oh, okay.
It reads. It's the same phrase written 40 times on each side.
I love the idea of that. Dalmara sort of turns around and goes, "Guys, I can't read this." Buckley comes round and he goes, "I read Celestial and Infernal." No, I can't read this. Shimmer, can you read it? It's in Draconic. I can read it now. The fuck's it talking shit about me?
Hun,
What you
we're gonna have
read
to make the joke. you
40
realise.
times. It's not a Dragonborn thing. It's not a Dragonborn thing. You don't get a fucking thing off of it because it's all written on the wall in Draconic. But it is written 40 times on each side of the wall, and on the ceiling, and on the floor. Heart of the mother, power of the father.
Heart of the mother.
Alistair, who would do
Hello.
something like this?
Heart of the mother, power of the father.
Someone who desperately needed a pen.
I've forgotten about that. Excellent. We're playing D.
Romans go home.
It's Romans go home.
I told them what it said.
Heart of the mother, power of the father. Now, it's written in Draconic, so there's two obvious beings that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, same.
Well, actually, didn't the creature that is apparently down here? Would he maybe possibly be one of the first brood of the of Galgaron and?
We don't know because it was never actually described as to what's down here. All we were told is that the way that we would know that Guan Chi was telling the truth was the answer lay down here. That was all we were told. It didn't even say there was a thing down here. He just said the answer was down here. So we don't know whether that was written by the people who made this thing or the place were kept captive in this place.
I would sincerely hope that it was by the people who made this place, because if it's by the thing that's being captive here, that implies that it was able to get into this corridor.
A true thought.
Things that are generally being held captive can't just wander around the corridors,
Well, they're not meant to.
in theory.
Heart of the mother, power of the father. The innocence of a child?
Be real careful going ahead, because we've already encountered technically 3 traps now.
Anyway, Buckley, how did you get on with that door, seeing as how you're over here reading? Oh, motherfucker's gonna call me out like this. I'm so punched when he comes to England for the first time.
Which, funnily enough, that won't be this year
Oh,
Oh,
because I gotta buy me a car. Anyway, shut up.
I cast silence.
This is where we find out his boss watches D&D. And he's just like, I saw you didn't pick up that phone.
No, it's
He's
fine.
one of our
Get your ass to work.
No, I'm off today. The fuck are you talking about? Anyway,
How did you get on with the identify spell? What's behind
Oh.
door number 2?
both of those. Yeah. So there's basically one's
Also,
probably
the
gonna make us go
second spell?
crazy.
Is a 7th level, 7th ring of magic.
Oh, we're getting better. Maybe the next one will be 6th and then 5th, and we can go all the way down to a cantrip. That'd be nice.
Fireball cast by a 20th level wizard. Boom! Regret!
Kablamo! So what was the 7th level spell?
A whirlwind.
Oh, whirlwind, that was it.
Yeah.
So we've got maddening darkness and a whirlwind. Nice.
I mean, I could. Well, no, I can't attempt to dispel it because I don't have that prepared right now.
Okay,
Nor
we'll
do I
leave-
think I feel like that'd be a good idea.
We'll leave the doors for the time being. We've disarmed one trap, so we'll head on down this corridor. Dell, keep an eye out for any more stuff. Part of the mother power of the farm.
Question. We have a ring. Is anybody using it?
The X-ray vision ring.
The X-ray room.
Uh-huh.
Don't believe so. Don't think
Not
I'm-
using it.
I
let
do
me-
believe it has limits on what it can see through, however.
Yeah, I think it's very.
basically like Superman.
I think
Oh.
it's reminiscent of Detect Magic actually, where it's
Yeah.
like it's stopped by lead and like 3 feet of stone.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
will
just
say, for the
basically-
sake of ease, that with Buckley's investigations, you are aware that the thickness of these doors would prevent a spell that would allow you to see from one side to. Delmara, you step through, avoiding the trap, and it goes to the end of the corridor. There is nothing that leads on further from here.
Well, I definitely.
You don't have to see
I
through the door.
definitely believe that. I'd like to check the end of the corridor for any signs of some sort of secret passage or hidden
Mhm.
entrance.
Make an investigation check. It'll be made at disadvantage, however, as at the same time for you as well as everyone else, your heart begins ringing in your ears just this loud, just this constant heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom.
Huh.
You focusing
Skill
around.
17.
You do not find anything of note within what you're currently looking.
Okay, so we need to attempt to get through one of these doors. Can you attempt to open one of these doors, Del?
I mean, I can attempt, but the cost of not succeeding seems
Excuse
very high.
You want me to do it?
Dash just took Spook again.
Sure, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine when he turns his camera away so that we can't see his face.
Well, look at the map.
Ah, too bad. Waluigi time.
He's back behind the corner.
Yeah, but he was up with the trap with us because he was reading the words with the rest of us.
Yeah.
Somebody got you.
But he may have had a message from John. Because
Mm.
John would choose to message out. Oh shit! Okay, yeah, so I guess he is at the end of the corridor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he never moved his character up.
What's the D100 for?
I don't know.
Guys, stop typing in the chat.
What for?
Because you're probably distracting them.
Fair enough.
That's the idea.
No, we shouldn't distract. So So we're looking at some sort of unholy Bahamut, Tiamat.
Possibly.
I don't know.
And so, what are you guys currently doing? Still trying to figure out how to get through.
I mean, it's going to be meta to say so, but I was mid-conversation with Alistair.
You watch as Alistair just pauses for a moment, and Alistair, as you're there looking at Delmara, you just see blood starting to pour out of her eyes. Nobody else sees this, bear in mind. There is nothing weird about Delmara to anyone else.
Buckley. Buckley, something's happened. Do something.
What?
You
Buckley,
look to
come over here,
Buckley. You look to Buckley, and you just watch as it looks like there's lava pouring out of his ears. Grunt's eyes fall out of her head.
Oh my god. Did we activate one of the traps? I didn't think this had been done.
We haven't-
Who touched the door?
We haven't touched anything.
I looked through my equipment. I haven't. Oh shit! I don't have any potions. Has anyone got any potions? Somebody do something!
Alistair, calm down. Nothing's happening.
Shimmer
Grunt hears
begins
a call for
molting.
potion, so she pulls out a potion.
Shimmer
and
begins
starts
molting all his scale.
I take a step back slightly and I draw my bow out and I look behind me.
Okay. Just a second there, I have to message you.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
We're all going to be really concerned because he's now pulled out his bow.
I'm offering him the potion.
I'm gonna push it back in towards yourself. Like, you have no eyes.
Do you say that?
I freaking fire.
Make an attack roll.
I don't care if this is real or not now. This is getting too freaky for me.
The arrow
That's it.
shoots, and you just watch as it just goes in.
Wait, wouldn't you
and
have
it's still there
disadvantage with a
looking
close
at you.
range?
Stop.
Shh.
No, it wasn't firing at you. You just watch he turns around, sees something that looks like it's giving him this horrific vision, and fire. The arrow. You guys watch the arrow again into the wall. For you, Alistair.
Buckley, something's wrong with Alistair.
It seems to go through him.
No, it seems to stick in.
Oh, I've made contact.
Yeah, for you, it looks
That's-
like you've made.
I charge it and swipe at it.
Okay. You guys watch as Alistair seems to be fighting something that doesn't really exist. You just begin cutting and hacking, and you just strike in and you just cut down, but all the while it's as if it's just like not feeling it. It's just like you've cut clay, but you just see blood begin pouring out this thick black liquid, and it begins pouring across the floor and looks like it's spreading towards you with intent.
I back the hell away from that then.
Back away into here.
Probably bumping into grunts.
You bump
Yeah,
straight
Grunt
up into
is-
Grunt.
Grunt just trusts that Alistair can see something that she can't, so she maneuvers around and just takes her shield up and is just looking as not seeing, but assuming there's something there she can't
As
see.
Grunt, I'm going to do this. I'm actually going to message Alistair what he sees in parts, because this is
But yeah, she's interposing in between him and an invisible threat as far as she's concerned.
Don't worry, I'll protect you from the corridor.
Is this wall attacking you? I'll destroy it.
I'm
That is horrible.
going to move up and give Alistair a greater restoration.
Alistair. The short-term madness you were experiencing fades away as you watch as this lava-infused Buckley reaches out and grabs at you, and just this holy energy washes into you, and everything, the chaos you were seeing, fades away.
You okay, mate?
Am I going mad?
Very possibly. What were you doing?
I could see all of you slowly dying in front of me, and there was some gaunt, hunched over figure right down there.
Alright, calm down, Tony Stark.
He's been in my head for 6 years! Same with Crumble Bottom at the end of it all.
Okay, right. So
So I'm guessing I activated some sort of madness. Did anybody touch the door?
No.
Grunt's probably not fully grasp what's going on yet. Is slowly moving down the corridor, checking to see if she can poke anything with it.
Well,
heard-
we know where we're not at.
I heard whispering in my ears, but I couldn't make out exactly what was being said. It was like whispering on constant loop, being
It
repeated and
was a
repeated.
language you
chanted.
didn't understand.
I don't suppose anybody has anything to deal with possible invisible things.
Kirok,
I
see
think
invisibility!
you won't like it.
Kirok ain't here.
My biggest concern then is what happens if the other door decides to go off.
Nobody touched
do
any
I
of the doors.
still?
The magic is still affecting the door currently, Buckley.
Okay.
Does not seem like it has dissipated. You hear a voice, all of you. Elvish for the half-elf and the elf, Draconic for the dragonborn, Common for the human, Giant for the Goliath. You smell of him.
Grunt
I have
immediately
smelled
sniffs
that.
around him.
Sorry, what was the last bit you said?
You smell of him. I haven't smelt him in 30 years. Grunt, you watch as the space between you and the corridor you were approaching just seals up immediately.
Shit.
Great.
You all just hear, you know him. The good one.
At this point, that really doesn't narrow it down.
The one who wants to help. Do you want to help?
Still not narrowing down.
Drawing a blank.
Can we hear
Unless-
what each
unless
other
it's
are
talking
thinking
about
of
Quan
this,
Chi.
or-
This is, you all hear the same thing. It's just, whatever it is your most base language you're hearing.
Okay. But we're
Okay,
not
so-
actually hearing each other responding to it.
No.
I
Unless
don't
you
like the
speak
idea of
aloud.
Oh, sorry.
Unless you speak aloud, nobody hears the responses.
Okay. Grunt's gonna write a note saying, "You hear that?"
Yes.
I don't like the idea of being in a corridor when there's creepy things whispering in my ear. I didn't like the idea of being in an open corridor when I heard creepy voices in my ear.
I'm
If
going
you'd
to respond.
Like, you can come
Yes,
into the lodge room.
we're here to help.
You just watch, Buckley, as the magic fades away from the door of the map. Then you may come in. But my children won't be happy. They're never happy. Always hungry.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
No, that,
Inward.
Grunt probably responds, "Thank you for the invitation, dear lady. Pray tell,
You
what do
couldn't
your
tell the
children eat?"
gender of the voice. It's not like
The
this was
entity.
A yeah. Gender neutral spirits.
I like to think that's how Grunt thinks, just not how she communicates in any way.
They ate whatever was left.
Okay, give me a second here, guys. I'm gonna use my primeval awareness. Spend an uninterrupted minute to try and sense if any of my favoured enemies are around. Are there any monstrosities around here?
No.
Okay, whatever we're going up against. It's not in my field of expertise.
They're probably in mine. burnable.
Highly flammable.
Grunt responds, "Well, hungry children simply will not do. We will have to fill their little."
Pat Grunt on the back and say, "Go get him, Tiger." I'll cover from the door.
I will slowly walk in.
Okay. What you see is a 60-foot high room that goes down maybe 75 feet wide downward, but goes up 60 feet and is across by about 40-50 feet or so. It's an old laboratory. You see the strapped down tables for experimentations and the angles that it can be tilted to, varying ones around. You see workbenches with old dusted papers and scrolls left to bound them. And then the wave of rot hits you. The smell of decay hits you. And I need Grunt, or Buckley, as he was the first person to enter, to give me a Constitution saving throw. As he was the first person to get a waft.
The bracing position of his head.
You manage to hold your breath just long enough, and the stench does not poison.
Oh, thank God.
However, once that initial blast is out, there is no other. There's another. None of them are happy. Not after what the good man did.
This is like some wreck shit.
Buckley, do you step in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your passive
I
perception?
follow close suit.
22.
Okay, so, and that is absurd, but it happened. You look around, you look up, you just see like the framework of these long stone carved covers, like, say, you know, the extensions that lead across the support beams that go from point to point. Just this wide arcing design that streaks over and back from one side of the room to the other, giving it almost this dome shape at about 30 feet up, and just stretches up to the 50 feet and back down. There's 3 of those all the way down. Looking around, you don't see anything like children. You see a lot of broken skulls and battered bones.
I will cast light.
Cast light?
Yes.
Light.
Well, we do, but it's out in the hallway. But I'm going to cast light on a gold coin
Let me
and flick it
risk
in.
a little more light.
Yeah.
You throw it in, and as you throw it into the center of the room, and it just illuminates most of the room, in fairness. It's a bright fucking spell.
Yeah.
What you see is maybe 14 sets or so of blood red eyes from all above you. All up on the rafters and high up above and behind the tables. You just see the red eyes glint for just a second. However, your passive perception of 22 is more than enough to defeat their attempts, which was an 18 and a 22 on both different spectrums of creature.
Right.
So you just see those eyes flickering around, and you are stood in the door. They know you've seen them. You know you've seen them. And they've seen you. What do you do?
Back the fuck out.
Jeez. said they were hungry, right?
Ooh, this is a really big room.
Yeah.
Grunt's already got a thing of rations ready. For the kids. Gotta feed the kids.
I reach back and with a hand is like, here, give me the rations.
I hand it to him.
And I throw it in the middle of the room.
She's a mama bear, and somebody just says,
As
"My
you
children
throw
are
it into the middle of the room, you see one form leap down. Just leap down, grab them with these massive, extended, like stretched out hands of gnarled bone, and leap back up. And in the moment, you see a long, elongated pink tongue and this very dull gray skin. These black. Most of their eyes are black except for that red dot in the center. You see a type of jewel lurch itself back up.
Is that undead?
That is an undead.
So I would know this stuff.
You spot it, you recognize it as a type of undead.
Do what you want to do, Mr. Cleric.
Well, I'm sorry to say that the undead just aren't welcome here. So I'm going to do a bit of destroy undead.
What is the CR you're able to destroy things?
Because I just leveled up CR2.
Ooh.
Okay,
believe.
so what is your
Let me
DC?
check.
And what is your
Sure.
radius?
Hold on. Quick. Because I do need to confirm.
Because these are two
for
very important things.
Yeah, I know. Classes do channels divinity, do turn undead, destroy undead. Yeah, so level 11,
Yeah, it's
2 or
turn.
lower.
Yeah, it's turn and dead, and if they're 2 or lower, they're immediately destroyed.
Yeah.
What
They
is
have
your
to make
DC?
saving throws.
30 feet of me.
Yeah, what's your DC? What's your
Do
spell save DC?
wisdom saving throw. Oh, so it's just my regular spell saving. 16.
Okay. So you are aware that you could potentially destroy creatures. So what do you want to do in this?
Do we really want to destroy them?
That's the moral dilemma on the cleric's behalf, I think, is whether he's going to let these undead live or not.
Yeah, Grunt doesn't know what's going on. She's just handed the thing. It's like, oh, did they eat it? Hungry puppies.
We're all in the corridor still, so I don't know.
Well,
if we
and the
can really
thing
tell
of it
what's happening.
is that she called them her children.
They.
They're her children. So if I kill them, or do the turn undead, and it kills them, that might piss her off.
You're currently stood in the doorway to the fucking raptor den in Jurassic Park, buddy. Come on, what are you doing?
It's down to you, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and just do it. Turn
Gonna
undead.
do it from there?
No, I'll walk in a little more.
How far is a little more?
I suppose walk in and hold for if you get jumped.
Yeah, that's basically
Yeah.
kind of what I
How
do.
far are you moving in?
Take the dodge action.
Actually, yeah, I am
no,
gonna take.
no, 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 no,
Dodge
no.
action, then you can't use your actual
Yeah.
action.
Well,
Guys, I'm getting a lot of metagaming here. Buckley,
Okay.
you're here alone. What?
walking in a little
How
more
far?
to here. I'm not doing unless they actually start to swarm me. I'm not going to do the turn undead.
Can I be right behind him still?
Yeah, we'll say you're. No, I'd say he like put out his hand to like wait a second. You guys watch as Buckley just stands in there, and like you're all at that corridor, like you're all at that hole, watching, waiting, anticipating. Buckley's just there, and there's this moment of tension. And as it's happening, you just watch as 14 creatures just lunge straight down at Buckley from
Turn
the
undead.
top, like dozens of forms. You watch as an anvil appears in front of Buckley, this large fiery anvil, and he just takes an ethereal hammer in his hand and strikes it down. And as he does, this wave of radiant energy washes out, and all 14 creatures are immediately destroyed. Turned to dust.
If they had not attacked, I would have left them. But
Whoa.
I'm not.
Ugh.
Even with advantage from the ghasts, they still could not succeed their saves and were all destroyed immediately.
Question: does my rations fall to the floor? Because they hadn't.
Oh no, they were
eaten.
ruined
They were
and
immediately
destroyed.
Can I get my rations back though?
No.
As Bucky
That's
starts
alright. It's just
sifting-
he just disintegrates so well. You can imagine the contents of his stomach just going bang.
Nah, they disintegrated with just for the sake of I don't want you to get the ghoul plague.
I wasn't going to
Oh.
eat them after that. Grunt's
Knowing
game, she
you.
got that game.
Right.
Okay.
You guys
well,
just watch as Buckley slams down and all these undead all around him just wash away like they just hit a point and they all just turn to ashes.
This, guys, is why you bring a cleric to an undead fight.
Weren't you a monk once?
Shut up.
Meanwhile, Grunt turns around and you just see her face is completely covered in ash and she's just blinking like,
The fuck just happened? Okay, let's
Well.
take a look around.
So now what?
There's some
Does
sort of
my
laboratory
detect magic
here.
show me anything else?
They're at ease now.
Oh,
They were in pain for so long.
that's
I didn't know how to help them. I just did what he asked me. I didn't
I did
want
help.
to do anything else. If you guys are looking around at all these like work desks and everything, you can make investigation.
I would be
definitely-
doing that.
Yeah, let's have an investigation.
Yeah. So, thank God I was actually helping.
Whew. Well done, Buckley.
Ooh,
Send
fuck
Buckley
you,
first.
Alistair. Fuck you, Alistair. That's all I'm gonna say.
Alistair Darwood, Hunter Extraordinaire.
Doesn't take you long. Alistair, you begin looking around and you put up a hand to a few people as you see a skeleton strapped to one of the tables with a the bottom end of the table, probably away from where most people could see, with a very familiar golden dragon amulet all around their neck.
I'm gonna scoop that up into the bag of holding.
You very quickly rush over, throw like a cloth over it quickly, like a palantir, and just into the bag. As
Is
well
the
as that,
skeleton moving at all?
Hmm?
Is there the skeleton seems to be?
no, he
pretty
just
dead.
yanks the chain, and the skeleton spine snaps, and the head rolls off and crumples down. It looked like it was some sort of dwarf.
Okay.
Apologies, friend. Guys, there could be more of the amulets around. Keep an eye out.
And now with his
Did
aid,
my detect magic?
no,
notice that
your
the-
detect magic between your identify
well, yeah,
casts
right.
and everything
Yeah.
else, it's gone.
Never mind.
Alistair. Because I'm just going to use Alistair's roll because roll a natural 20.
Yeah.
You find a spell scroll with heavy necrotic energy. You can just feel it emanating from it. And you find 1, 2, 3, 4 other spell scrolls as well. On one of the skeletons, what's left of them, like strapped into like this very like confining table, like we're currently onto this very confining cage in a corner. All you can really see that's left is just this immaculate suit of armor. It's this. I should just really quickly check just to make sure I'm not fudging what it actually is as a type. Just a moment. You can just see that. Actually, I'm gonna roll a d. You see this set of chain link armor with this barnacles wrapped around it and like engraved into like points at the shoulders, and it's this very well kept deep green kind of color to it, with like these hints of blue and shades of blue to it. It's on some sort of, and what you can tell from the form, it's like some sort of human fish kind of creature that's stuck into the corner.
Buckley, Can you commune with the dead?
I can, but not today.
Hmm.
Plus,
I'm
knowing
pretty
that
sure you could cast spells that are ritual spells without them having to be prepared. Like, that's the whole point of a ritual, I think.
yeah,
Check-
but
check
speak with
quickly.
dead is not a ritual.
Is it not? Okay, no, I just wanted to check. I wasn't sure if it was or was.
Also, being that I do know my spells, and being that I am a man of healing, would I be able to determine how long that corpse has been there?
Make a medicine check.
$17.
It's been here a very long time. You can't get an exact proclamation.
It's
Easily
been here
over
at least more than
100
10
years.
days.
It's been here more than 100 years.
Yeah, so I couldn't even speak with it
Okay,
because it has
It's
to be
alright.
within 10 days.
but because my thought was there's someone down here that was wearing an amulet. There's only one person that hands out the amulet, so that means it must have been someone of some significant importance.
Yeah.
A dwarf. Trying to think back to that painting now.
I mean, they did have a dwarf in
There
their
was a
party.
dwarf in the painting, wasn't there?
I'm pretty sure there was a dwarf in the painting because we also found some dwarven gear upstairs. Chances are this could have been the same poor fella.
While we're taking the time to look through and everything, I'm going to recast Dispel Magic as a ritual.
Mm-hmm. On
then-
what?
Just for the general area.
Oh, detect, not dispel.
Yeah, or
okay.
detect. Not, oh, my bad.
Okay, well, there appears to be a few doorways that lead out of here.
You guys watch as Grunt falls unconscious. You just hear a boom, and Grunt's just fallen face over unconscious.
Buckley!
There's a chance this could be a trap, remember? What happened to me before with the door? There could be something else affecting her.
Yeah.
So what do? Do we leave her?
No, we don't leave
No.
her. Let Buckley have a look at her, but let just keep your eyes open that it's probably not exactly as it seems.
Buckley, roll. Grunt, roll 1d10. Okay, thank you. Continue.
I'm going to take a look down the bottom end of the room.
Okay. You see a single door. You see two doors, one of which is about halfway down the right hand. From looking at the map currently, the right hand side, from your character's perspective, the left hand side, and one to the right hand side at the very end, at the bottom left hand side of the map here. So you see one door here. Sorry, still on hiding. One here and one here.
Mm-hmm.
Does Grunt seem like she's charmed or petrified?
No, she's just fallen unconscious.
Completely unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can shake her awake.
Yeah, I'll give her a couple slaps.
Does that appear to be the end of the room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I realized that there's just a little bit left of that. My bad. So you also see a door at the very, very bottom right.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
walk
think
up to. Good.
You guys watch as Buckley just begins slapping Grunt, and it takes a minute before Grunt wakes up.
I'm going to hand to Shimmer all of the spell scrolls that I picked up. I didn't take note of them.
I will say this as well. The suit of armor, because Buckley, you cast it. The suit of armor is magical. It is enchanted in some way. But I just, because I know the spell, detect magic lets you know what type of spell it is anyway,
Right.
from the kind. So just give me. I have the list here.
Leave it on its corpse for the time being, just in case.
Yeah.
Smart boy.
Grunt just sort of stretches and just looks around, is like, huh?
Grunt, you were experiencing what you could only describe as horrific visions and shadows and faces. All the while, you just saw Hell throwing javelins into you and just pulling you with each time she thrust the javelin back to her hand as if it was reappearing back in her hand, just throwing it again, pulling you back further, throwing it again, and pulling you back over the course of like 100 feet until you just saw dozens of hands reaching out towards you, screaming your name. And that's when you wake up, is when you just get close enough and Buckley slaps you away.
Grunt, like the last time she had a nightmare about Hell, looks excited for a moment, but then remembers the truth and is like even just devastated all over again and horrified.
Mhm.
It's like
Just a quick
Hell fighting her would be brilliant, but she knows that's not her spirit doing that anymore. That's very saddening and horrifying.
Okay,
Right. Okay.
quick second.
Okay, so the armor is magical. You can identify that later.
Yeah, we'll come back for the armor later. There's another 3 doors that lead out of here,
We're
and I don't
literally
trust a
taking
single one
our
of them.
time, but I'm disliking
find-
being here.
2 transmutation scrolls. 2 of the scrolls are transmutation. I think at least 2, just as
I'm disliking being here more and more. We need to step up the pace.
1 evocation of an 8th ring, of like the 8th ring of magic. 1 divination of 6th ring of magic. 1 abjuration of 2nd. 1 transmutation of 1st, and 1 transmutation of 3rd.
Did you get all that, Cole?
I know
Well,
their
you're talking
levels.
to
I'm
them.
just saying them aloud, just for the
Oh,
sake of it.
Okay.
So you guys are like, boom, boom, boom. Some of these are big, some of these are small.
Okay, so there's a 6th level divination in there.
Yes, and an 8th level evo.
Based on...
Excuse me, not evocation, an 8th level necromantic spell.
Right.
I'm not the one with, hey, I can see all the magic up, so, you know.
I'm just saying it loud anyway.
I would
Yeah.
imagine that this door is going to, in some way, potentially lead back to the start.
Buckley as well, just because you detect magic up, I imagine you will examine the other doors.
Yes.
The door at the bottom left has no magic to it. The doors to the right of the map currently both have some sort of warding spell, some sort of abjuration spell. Some sort of weird mix of an abjuration and a divination. Whatever those doors serve is to keep something in.
Okay. So this one you said had no magic to it.
Yes, the one at the bottom left.
Okay.
Let's start with that one then.
Yeah.
Start with the easy
and I'll
ones.
have.
Do you want me to have a look?
Yeah. I was gonna have you look first before we even open it. Make sure there's no trap.
Make an investigation.
Going to park myself there just in case and ready an arrow.
17.
There does not appear to be any traps on the door.
It appears to be clear. I'll take a step
Okay.
back.
Yeah. Have her take a step
Grunt's
back.
going to be sat on the floor and has pulled her knees up to herself. She's sort of sulking.
Del, can
Okay.
you go and get Grunt back on her feet?
Okay. I'll go over.
Is the
And
door open?
As Delmar goes back to get Grunt, Shimmer follows with them. Alistair has parked himself there, and Buckley's at the door ready to open it. We will take a.
Pee time!
Oh, sometimes I gotta go pee.
You go, pee. Right, we will be back shortly, guys. Don't go anywhere.
They're back.
There we go. Need to pee. We've been having fireworks here, so obviously cats haven't been too pleased. Mom's been fine because obviously she can't hear anything. Yo.
Yep.
And we're back.
Welcome back. So, Amara, you go back to Grunt.
Mm-hmm. It's very awkward because she's obviously got absolutely zero experience when it comes to comforting people, but she tries.
Gets the book out. There.
You fight good. It's just
Grant looks like a combination of sad and angry, where she doesn't know which one to.
Sangry.
It's angry.
Yep.
A glass of sangria will solve everything.
Hey, come on, we need you to be doing stuff. You know, this isn't a good place to be right now. We all have to work together.
Grunt nods and gets up. Starts walking down here.
Shimmer, where the fuck you at?
I'll trail after Grunt.
You're not moving?
I was told I was following them.
Okay.
Well, move your token then, bitch.
I was getting food.
I'll move your token that you've got food. You got a hand to use your mouse.
I was getting food in another room.
Now you can move.
Yes, he has a wireless headset.
So,
Fancy headset.
Grunt bangs him out on the floor and looks squarely at the door past Buckley.
I try and peek around her with my bow. Like, okay, you take point. I'll follow behind.
Open the door.
Back
You
up a
open-
bit. And then,
you actually charge the door?
yep, she flies through.
Buckley, you go to open the door, and as you do, you just hear, and there's this instinctual thought you have. It's like a human trait of when you hear a bull, or when you hear like a horse or a moose charge behind you, you just instinctively dodge right. The door collapses, with Grunt barreling into the room.
Shield front, have behind me, doing a right up.
No shield. You ain't got a shield.
I've got
No.
this
Oh,
shield.
you got Alistair's shield. Sorry, yeah, no, you do the Reinhardt through the door
Alistair's
with
shield.
Alistair's shield.
Not as big as the other shield, but it's a shield.
No.
I just sort of stand there,
The
just
size
sort of
the
like,
shield that count.
not quite what I meant, but okay.
Good pep talk.
As
Thanks.
you enter the room, you see it is this. It looks like it was maybe perhaps once the living quarters of some that has been worn over years of disrepair and lack of capacity to repair. There is a door direct, because you barged in 10 feet. There is a door directly north of you. There is a door about 15 foot west of you. And in the room, there's only like a few very, very, very small dots of light as if cast from these small globules. That
Wait, when you say 15 feet west of me, do you mean the straight line?
left of you.
Okay, sorry. I thought you said west.
I thought you said west. Looking at the map, if the map was northwest, east, south, from with north being the top, you know.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a north, south, east, west, I just use them interchangeably here. Sorry. To that side of you, and you see all the walls are just scrawled with different draconic phrases, some of which are identical to the ones you found in the corridor, but there are others as well. You see a hunched figure who looks dreadfully sickly, like they have not eaten in decades. Their ears are stretched back and their skin is tight to their bones. Whatever muscle this person once had has long since been eaten, eaten away just from like their body trying to survive. The mangled contortion of flesh and bone, starved beyond compare. Even its eyes seem like hollow and sunken back into its head. It's got crimson stains all the way up its arms, from the tips of its fingers up to the very end of the forearm by the elbow. Hello. Who are you?
Grunts as in an as she does, and she just rolls her shoulder and sort of does that hard breathe out of the nose, like sort of like to just calming herself for a second, and then goes over and kneels down next to her.
Whatever it is,
Or
however long it's been here, it's not. You couldn't truly discern its gender from just any like discernible feature. It is practically just a skeleton with skin. Is the only way to really describe.
It's undead.
That's the thing, Buckley. As you look at it, it doesn't seem undead, but it also doesn't seem to be living.
Ooh.
It's very quiet. It seems very reserved in its space. All the walls, Buckley, as you enter, you look about to the walls. You just see, beware he who sits upon a throne of bones. Mind, heart of the mother, power of the father. The truth has been shown. I must learn more here. Hello. As just hands like clasped away, looking very sheepish towards all of you. Clearly, with your light that you're bringing in, its eyes just rescind back from it. It's clearly gone blind from its time in the darkness.
Noticing that, I interpose my shield between her eyes and the light, so she's not getting direct light.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Do you remember your
Who
name?
am I? I don't know. I am a servant. I was a hero.
Who do you
I
serve?
helped throw down the evil here, yes. See, yes, I threw down the evil here. With the master and with the others. With the host, we threw down the evil. And we made new here. We made new better for all. Yes, see? Yes. And just these jittering kind of it's less jittering and more like it doesn't look to any of you but looks through you, and you just, although it does not seem to be able to see, you feel as if it's looking into you.
I
Or the-
offer my water skin.
It doesn't, as you like put the water skin up, it doesn't seem to notice the water skin.
I tap it gently on the back of the hand and
You
place
watch as it
in its
lurches
hand.
back 5 feet.
Oh,
No. Cannot eat, cannot drink, not till I've completed the task.
What was the task?
Cure him.
Cure who?
The master. He has a sickness of the mind, you see. Mind of the mother, you see. Yes. Do you see? Yeah. What I found? No, I know what I found, but it was something he not wanted to see. Yes. You see? I put here a long time, maybe a short time, maybe. And it seems as if it's questioning itself as it speaks.
What was the name of your master?
The great master.
Hmm.
The great master, yes.
What did they look like?
They were big. They were gentle. Voice of angel, yes, see, yes. They knew I could help. They gave me very important task. I must complete task, see? Do you also enter the room, by the way, because currently there's like, I'm just picturing this Three Stooges thing of all your heads over each other poked.
I really don't want to enter the
I'm
room.
a little cautious about entering, to be honest.
Are these two doors here? Do I detect anything on them?
No.
Okay. And is that a door here?
That is more like a passageway. It's the easier way to describe it. It's like it's less a door, and it's more like, kind of like the holes, like a well-carved hole to like display the entrance into a place, but there isn't a door there.
Okay.
Like
It's
a
more like an
passage.
archway.
Yes,
kind
an
of-
archway. Thank you.
Okay.
The Great Master, you see, yes?
I'm probably going to regret saying these words.
Oh boy. Be very careful, Alistair.
I make the Master good. I make everyone good. Even people like the Black One, as he points past Delmara. I make everyone good, yes.
Excuse me?
See, yes. I make
By any
everyone good.
chance, was your master... and I feel I'm going to need to take a step back for this one. Creodov?
The good Master, yes.
Mhm.
The old Master. He knew the evils of potential. Yes, see, yes. So I must focus and create the answer to the problem. The two sides, see.
What was the problem?
The problem, you see, mind, yes, see? The mind of the father, the power of the father, but the heart belongs to the mother, see? Yes, see? The mother, cruel, see? The father, good.
Del, what was the name
Father.
of the mother that we're thinking this is?
But the mother,
You mean the
see,
mother of dragons?
The mother
Not
was
that
cruel,
one.
see?
Was about to...
But the father was good. See, yes, the father created the good, but the father was once very angry. Father was once very, very angry. Yes, see, yes. So he found the son. He knew what the son was doing. It had been told to him. See, yes. Somebody told the father, and the father did what he never does. And the father appeared. And the father was very angry, and he punished the son. Yes, see?
I think I
The
know
son's
who-
power could not be used on the son. See, yes?
I think I know who he's talking about.
Hmm. Does the heart belong to Bratak?
No.
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 Ratak good. Yes, see? Ratak good mother.
No.
Not like other mother. Other mother bad. Ratak good mother.
Other.
Ratak like the father.
The
Yes.
The dark... Alistair, you know. The Dragon Queen.
And we're going all the way to the top.
I think so.
Yes, see? She speak truth.
I don't want to say
Mother of all.
Don't want to say her name.
She of 7 heads. Yes, hers.
Wait. 7?
7
7
heads.
a bad number.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you probably weren't taught this, but we did some basic studies back at home.
By all
and
means, demean my class while you educate me.
they're commonly presented with 5, not 7 heads.
The head of
Talking about a
flame.
she with 7 heads.
The head of flame.
What?
The head of acid.
Mm-hmm.
The head of frost. The head of lightning. The head of poison. The head of death. And the head of darkness. See, yes? See?
Those last
In
two don't
case-
ring any bells with me.
No.
Anything with
Delmara,
you,
She's
make
talking
an
about
intel-
Tiamat.
Delmara and Shimmer, I want 2 history checks from you.
As a Dragonborn, as a player, I know that automatically.
Shimmy?
Yeah.
As a
No,
Dragonborn,
but I'm
I definitely
asking
know
for
that
the other
automatically.
2. That's what I'm asking about. And Delmara, I need a history check from you too.
Okay.
From both of you.
Not very good.
Mm.
In fact, I think Shimmer, both being a Dragonborn and a Draconic Sorcerer, might actually get advantage on this kind of thing.
I'd say, yeah, he can get advantage.
I think they genuinely get a thing about recalling information about dragons.
I haven't played a sorcerer, so I don't know.
I'm just going to say he has advantage just because of him, so just roll again. Just have a second roll there.
excuse
Just like count them as being with advantage.
Dunno.
Come on, Shimmer. Hit the history again. Okay.
Yes!
Other numbers are available. It's not me this time.
Yeah, no, it's
No.
not you.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey, is it...
Uh,
I know that we're not meant to know about this, but Alistair, are you going to comment about the fact that they said the black one and looked directly at Shimmer?
I tried to change the subject.
God damn you!
so let's just breeze past that one. Why is
fine.
the ceiling in here?
See, the thing of it is if I ever actually use True Sight, I would probably see through his thing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you would.
It's true seed that you need. I don't have true sight when I use my wraith vision, but I can see that there is magic surrounding him.
Yeah.
That's all I get now, but I have seen his true form twice.
Yeah.
Conversations about it did not go well.
Hmm.
No, I don't really fancy that.
Yeah, so this is very obviously about Bahamut, Tiamat, and Galgarond, who we know was cursed so that he couldn't use his cleric magic on himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
remember
that right?
Hi! We're allowed to talk about things, don't at me.
At you.
Well, that's the story that we've been told.
Yes, it matches up with the
There were
information.
many children. He was one of the older. But good. He was good. He is good. He's very good, yes. He's just worried he could get sick. So I'm helping. My children
How are
were
you
helping. Studying. Learning. Learning and trying and testing and fixing, see? Yes. To see what was wrong and how could it be removed, taken away. Only the good left.
So what was wrong with the people that you were fixing?
They did no need to be fixed, no. They were here to help me. They were given to me to help. They said they wanted to help. They said they all wanted to help. So we all worked together. And we became a family. But they didn't go like I did. They got hungrier. And hungrier. And they
Who
didn't
gave
have
them
any
to you?
choice. Good Master did, of course. He sent the best to us.
Creative gave you these people to help you, yes?
Yes, see? You know truth, yes.
I'm willing to bet that most of the people in those rooms have been in our shoes at some point in history. I found one amulet on one of them. Who's to know that some of the other ones didn't sell theirs off at some point?
Is anybody else starting to disbelieve the story that we were told about the ancient black dragon that used to live here?
Ancient dragon did live here. We fought him. Yes.
Yes.
We fought him and the Master's old foe, yes. When the Master was touched, yes. By the Prince of Bones, yes, see? Yes. He made the tower, see, yes. He took those who once lived, made a big pit, and burnt them all. And he took the ash and he built the tower. And then we came, and we fought him, and he touched the Master. But we killed him. And we destroyed the urn. He can no come back. Yes, he can no come back. But his friend, the black one, the dark one, like him, the dark one. We fought him, we hunted him. And we cast him away, yes, into an old temple, and he can no leave. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That one, long time ago, but good, yes, that was good, yes. Yes, see, yes.
So, What I'm
So-
thinking is actually. No, don't worry. It's fine. We're just talking,
Just talking.
checking things, just making sure that we understand. So, the Black Dragon was here before, and then
Yes.
Kriadov came and saved everyone,
Yes.
but Kriadov was touched,
Yes, dark magic touch him.
and
Yes.
that's what cursed him.
No. No, curse
No?
are different. Punishment from father was touch. Yes, see?
Ah.
He is good. He's very good, but he needs to learn to do right and to use right. He did something very bad, and he's
What did he
learning
do?
from his mistake. Yes, see, yes.
I'm getting confused again. We were originally told that Kriadov and Galgron were different people. Are they the same person now?
No,
I'm
we
not
just don't want to
following
say.
this.
We don't want to say in front of the Garbo. Kriadov was the original Black Dragon, but I'm guessing that Galgron never revealed who he was to this guy, and he still believes his name was Kriadov.
Right.
Master Golden, I know. Golden and shiny like coin.
So he still thinks that the Gold Dragon is Kriadov. He doesn't know his other name.
I see.
Hmm.
Okay,
Essentially,
now I get
Galgron did an identity theft on him, in a way.
it. Yeah, we were told that.
Yeah, because we originally thought his name, because that's what he told us his
Yeah.
name was, but this guy doesn't. He's not
What
been
you
clued up on
saying?
that.
Okay, I follow it now.
What is going on?
Nothing.
What's being said?
We're just discussing things that we're unsure about.
In Elvish.
What's being said? In Elvish.
Sorry?
Oops.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it understands every language.
Yes, he know. Smart boy.
So. Right.
What happened?
When?
You can say a bit of an open question there,
What,
Dolph.
what happened here? Everyone down here is dead.
And Kriadov has obviously brought some people down here for
No,
this.
no one's dead here. Except the people that just left. They weren't. No, they're not. We're all here together.
What
All
else
in
is
this
down
together.
here? What else is down here? We've just
My
met some of your helpers.
My children were here, but they're gone now. But they were here. But now they're gone. But they were here for so long. There's another. And he just like, as there's like the little shrieking sound, he just perks his ears up. There's another still here. Lingering. From a very long time ago. They served the Bone Prince once. But they were bad. They were put down here, and we keep an eye to them too. They can't leave now. No. Bad person stay.
This Bone Prince is putting me on edge.
Yeah.
Anyone
He once
remember
ruled
anything?
Tower. He made Tower. From ash of people, yes.
Would I be able to make
Make a history check.
Yes.
You can certainly try.
Ugh.
I'm thinking then that Kriadov was actually a Draco Lich.
Same. And the urn that was destroyed.
Was his phylactery.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Only an
you
8.
wrong. There's different. Two people. Bone Prince 1. Once a man.
A man.
Broke the rules. Became more. Used the people who once saw him as a guard and as fuel. Made his tower. Made the tower. It just keeps pointing up, and whether or not you're certain of where you are in position to it, he's pointing in one particular direction every time when they refer to the tower.
Hmm.
All the people in a pit.
sound
Fire burning everything. All the ashes lifted up in a big whirlwind. Made the tower. And then we assailed him to stop him. Too late though, he already made tower, but we destroy him, and then his phylactery, his urn, big shiny one. And then we hunted down the dragon. We beat the dragon. And that dragon can't leave that place no more. No, cannot leave that place no more. No. It begins rocking, standing up, just rocking in place. No, can't leave now, no. Yes, see?
Okay, I'm gonna ever so slowly move my way around and check through this archway.
The eyes glance towards you as you do. Where you go?
Just seeing where this other
Oh,
thing
they're
is.
not here, no. They no friend, no bad person, no.
Oh, the bad
They're over
person.
that way. And he just points to the other side of the room, like across the corridor. It literally points straight out, and their finger points. And for anyone who like sees them and sees out in the corridor, they're pointing bang on for the doors that Alistair stood himself next to a little bit ago.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
That one
They're
there.
bad people.
Oh, over there.
Yeah,
Not
that
allowed.
one.
No, bad.
So all that's down here now is you and this nasty thing.
Yeah, see?
Okay, we're just gonna look around and just make sure that
Why
that's
look
true.
around?
In case there's any more nasty things around.
No trust? Why?
Not no
You
trust.
both serve master, yes?
Yes. All hail Kratos,
Good.
savior from the Bone Prince.
You did, yes.
Out of character. Hi,
Could you sound any more forced?
Save the master, yes, because master's good. Fix the master, because master's broken, yes.
I'm gonna peek down this archway.
Be stopped.
Get the real fucking creeps out with this.
Yeah.
Praying must be stopped. The corridor seems to go down either direction.
I hate these ones.
The right one looks like it probably leads across to the other door.
Buckley.
Yeah.
My knee's acting up. Do you want to take points on this one?
I mean, he did fall downstairs less than an hour ago.
Yeah, I'll just calmly walk over.
As you begin walking, that creature is just there in the doorway now in front of you. Why you go this way?
Oh, no,
There's nothing there.
no, is
Just
there?
my
Okay.
research.
I don't
You
wanna-
know
I don't
that.
want to be in this room by myself. I don't want to be in the room by myself.
Hey,
Ooh,
what?
The young boy,
Well,
with half
this
face,
is where-
the black one. None of them need to be here. No, see.
Why don't you show us around? We don't know this place. Why don't you show us?
Make a persuasion
Around.
check.
Yeah, I was about to
Hey,
do something on that.
there's the skills that I have proficiency in. That ain't one of them.
Why do
That
you?
ain't one of them.
Why do you think we don't need to be here?
You don't need to be in those, no, because those are research areas. I can't risk you contaminating research, you see? Yes, see?
Right.
Very delicate work. Very delicate.
Ooh,
Well,
in the
do
other
you-
room, there's there looks to be some shiny armor on one of the people in there.
That was
Could
an
you-
unfortunate time.
Could you come and show it to me? Could you
You
show
see
me what
it,
it
you
is?
know it then, yes?
No, I don't know what it is. I haven't
Once
touched it.
belonged to a prince. Yes, good boy, but things no go. Wanted to hurt everyone, so he got brought here to look at, see about the bad, and see if the bad could go bye-bye. Bad couldn't go bye-bye, he went bye-bye. That no worked, but he just begins like scratching into themselves around. That no work, unfortunate. Bye-bye.
So you
I'm
were
gonna-
brought back bad people to try and make them good.
Master
Good.
did, yes, see? Master did.
I'm gonna do thieves can't be on my back for Dell to be like, go open that door. Because you can't fucking see where you are. You stood just fucking.
Open the door. I don't know if it's magic or not.
It's fine. Buckley would have told us.
I did detect magic on it. on those two doors because I believe it was transmutation.
That was
Or-
Neither door has any magic on them.
Neither of those two.
I thought it was like a combination of divination and.
Oh no,
Oh,
not
that's the other two,
the
the
ones
outside.
outside. I mean,
Yeah,
and these
the
doors
two
in here.
outside.
Those ones over there, they have it, but these two have nothing.
Yeah, those two have nothing.
So
Yeah.
why don't you do the old?
Yeah, I'll stand behind Grunt since he's conveniently there, and I'll do a quick on that door there.
Okay.
Well,
you
Okay,
can
thieves
explode.
tools check.
It's a minimum of 18.
Make a thieves tools check.
Okay. Damn it.
Just an
You
18.
begin trying to work on the door, and as you do, you just swear that you feel a second set of hands as you're working, just twisting yours, and after a while, you just unaware. What are you doing there? Might I ask, please? Yes. And just evaporates there.
I drop one of the parts of the tools and I go, oh, I just dropped something.
Make a deception check.
She gets this person who's just apparated and grabbed hold of her hands gets introduced.
she
to a
doesn't
hook on her
grab.
chin.
She doesn't
Doesn't grab?
grab anything. No. Damara felt as if she had a second set of hands messing with
I
her tools as
misunderstood,
she
sorry.
worked. Yeah, no. She felt as
Okay,
if she had a
that's
second
alright.
set of hands messing with
Don't do
hers, but
anything.
she did not touch. But they did not touch Damara. Jesus Christ, Blue! What the fuck is that?
That's the 24 on deception.
Buckley.
Yeah.
Buckley. Analysis.
I have a lot of skill proficiencies.
Oh. And just you watch as the hand flicks up, and the little tool just like lands back in your palm. Sorry.
Thank you. And I just put it away.
It is okay. People try a lot of things. Good to try.
Buckley, do you have your favourite spell prepared?
I don't think he does.
You mean the fabricate?
Yeah, that was the one.
Grunt is sort of
Oh,
glaring
no,
at this
the other thing.
thing
Yeah, I did.
because it did just apparate there, and she's still not terribly
And
chill with that.
hello.
Hello.
Your camera has disappeared. No?
Tries to banish my character, and this important story moment gets banished.
No, no, and you're only good for one spell. You're not here to use said spell.
His mum may have walked in or something.
Wait for a
Buckley!
minute. Hang on, you fucks.
Buckley!
Hang on.
So by the window. Buckley.
I feel really sorry for this creature, but kind of feel like we need to sit him down
End
and
it.
settle him down. I wasn't going to say end it. That wasn't what I was striving for. Cool. There was definitely a word to fill in there, but that was not the filling word.
That's like
Well, I can continue with something really quick anyway while you're here.
that's the equivalent of there's only one thing worse. And it's just no, not what we were gonna say.
You just watch the figure just steps over to here and begins looking at Alistair for a long moment. Del dear, what are you doing here?
This thing's gone full fucking Gollum on me now.
Been
I
a
remember
long
this part.
time. How long it been?
I'm gonna let Deldir take control here.
Literally?
Why not?
Wait, what?
You guys watch as for a moment, Alistair seems
Sorry,
half
internet
cast
decided to want to go out.
down the side of the face. You just see like this ghastly form down it of a different elven male. As his sword begins glowing. It's been over 300 years.
That looks like she's seriously considering walking out of the room.
Alistair seconds that.
Alistair is currently not in control.
Yeah, I know.
You're not there.
This
He
a
is
weird
there,
sense of
but it's like,
paralysis.
it is straight up like sleep paralysis in that he can see everything going on, but he can physically do nothing.
So what did I miss?
So Alistair's
the-
now been possessed by his bow.
Not
Let it
now.
happen.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, but like, totally possessed.
The creature walked over towards Alistair and said, Deldir, what are you doing here? It's been 300 years. I should be dead. That makes no sense. Huh. Felt like only a week. Or has it felt like 30 years? Yes, maybe.
So, I'm guessing what, out of character here. I'm guessing what you wanted me to do was banish it.
No.
Oh.
Is your favourite? Have you got your favourite spell prepared?
Oh, the fabricate.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, that's fine. May need it depending on how well this conversation goes between Deldir and the lost hero.
Why here? Why are you here like this? I wasn't willing to give up yet. I was not willing to end when my body gave out. The sword on his back is my home. I am part of him and he is part of me. For now. That is very sad. Yes, very sad. I am sorry that you have died. That is sad, yes, sad. See? Sad. And just begins turning and walking away from you, Alistair. As it does, Deldir releases the form of you. Like, releases control back to you.
I didn't realise I could do that.
Neither could I.
The face just says, "What the fuck?"
And you guys watch like
massive
that
itch
half
on my nose
cast.
while you were doing that.
You guys watch that half cast that was there just fades away like dust off it, dissipates. This is sad, yes, see? Very sad, yes.
Does that technically make me 3/4 elf? Buckley, what's around the corner?
Change the subject.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to look around the corner as
So
that
why you come here though, yes?
going on.
Make a cell check.
Clang,
Glang, glang.
I have boots on, thanks.
Buckley, it'd be safer if you tried to fall over and pretend you fell over.
I'll have you know. This is probably gonna suck anyway.
Yeah, he just rolls a fucking 1 anyway. Like, God fucking damn it.
Hits off the archway. Bang.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
That's not bad, actually.
You begin looking around the corner.
Just kind of like
You
casually.
just see more scrawlings all on the walls. The same few phrases written out over and over. And down to the left, you just smell blood. Heavily caked blood on the wall. And towards the end, you see the somewhat skeletal remains of a red dragon whelpling strung up by the wings and strung up by the arms at different positions. And it's clearly long been dead, but it's just different scratches and cut marks and investigation things. The entire top cavity of the skull has been removed, like perfectly chiseled off or cut off with a saw, and there's just the brain that has been examined over time.
I'm just gonna then lean back in.
Goes
Okay.
down this way.
Right.
Resist the urge to vomit.
You didn't see it, so you're alright.
But what's your question? Yes, why are you here?
He's asking us.
Everyone.
Yeah.
We were sent here.
Why send who?
Creative sent us.
Make a deception check.
Not done too bad with these in the past. That's not bad.
Why are you proficient in deception, you smarky bastard?
For reasons like this.
This?
Yeah, because I tend to tell a lot of lies.
Alistair is made of bullshit, so.
Oh, he wants update probably. Yes, see? Okay. I
Yeah,
get
rubbing
notes.
his
You
neck.
just wait right here, and as he says that, as they say that, you just watch as like the stone underneath all of you just begins to soften, and your feet just sink a little bit before it hardens again. Wait, right here. I'll be right back. And he just waddles past Buckley down that corridor
Dislike.
as it like reapparates there, then back into place with a large journal, like a very large, heavy book in its like long, extended clawed hands. Your feet just rise back up out of the.
While we were still stuck in there, I reach over as if to try and grab Shimmer.
While I was stuck in there, I feel like Grunt just pulled one foot out and was just sort of looking there. It's like, what was that about?
Lost a shoe.
No, Grunt
Fuck's
didn't.
Okay.
Couldn't physically pull her feet.
I like these shoes.
Because you look down, and what you realize is that you're not standing on stone, but there's a heavy cake of dust is there, but you're standing on adamant.
Oh Christ, yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
Just a moment, I
can
get
make
my
a murder
journal,
that.
I get my... I just begin scrolling back, and you just see it has this large tome. The tome has the design of 3 skulls across the actual spine of it, which looks like it was designed from an actual spine. With the design of a horned skull to the front of it in gold. Just begins flicking open and scrolling through. Progress is not very good. No, yes, see, no. And it doesn't seem to let you actually read the book. It just begins looking through. No, see, not good, no. I try very hard. But so far, no good. No, see, no. But what I know, everything can go. Good and bad can go. But what left is not good enough. Not what he want. No, not what he want, no. Just be scrolling through further. Others are not good either, no. Evil always seem to be, always inside, can never be taken out fully, or creature die. Evil and good always seem to have to be. But I must figure out the why to this. Yes, see, yes? As they've opened the book, by the way, your lights, like even from your spells that you've illuminated the room with, have all dimmed. Yes, shush, yes, see, yes, I know you there, but you know important now. I'm just being scrolling through it, you hear that high-pitched whine. And... no, see, no. No good. Try everything.
That sound.
Yes, see?
What?
That was the not friend.
A not friend, see, yes?
They speak to you?
Try to, but they no good, no? See, I do not listen, no, see, no.
Okay.
Should we pay them a visit? Tell them to keep the noise down?
No, see, no. They will come back always, yes, see, it's been tried. But they keep come back, yes, see? So instead, we just close the door and they can no leave. They can never come back then. The good master learned how to do this before, with other bad things he keeps, yes, see? So they can never leave.
It's quite the trick you did with the floor there.
Oh, thank you, yes, see? I learned that very well from this book. It teach me many things.
What book is that then? I've not seen that in any library.
Oh, no, will you? No, one-of-a-kind book, yes, see? And whenever you do try to read it, they kind of lurch away from you, like not letting you read into the book.
So if the badness can't be removed, what happens?
Must find reason how it can be removed, yes, see?
But what if it doesn't?
If it from master, no, see? He worried.
Yes,
see?
he is.
Heart of mother, see? He worried.
You become like mother. Not want to happen.
I
Must be
see.
like father. Must be good. So I am here to help, you see?
When was the last time he visited? The pause says it all.
Long time. Many year. He not visit for many year. I don't know how long. Other visited. Wanted to stop this, but I told him truth about Master, see? And I had tools and tricks, and they knew they could not stop, so they left, see? Yes?
Who was
30
they?
years.
What did they look like?
Pale. One eye like eclipse. Other eye like moon. Yes, see?
Yes, we see.
Wanted to try to stop. But realize, I think, yes, see? I think I realized, yes, see, he did. This was needed. So he left, see, yes? Yes, see? I think that. I think he did, yes, see? See?
Don't like it.
Don't like it at all.
Mm-mm.
Do you think perhaps we've got enough of information to relay back? Do you think maybe we don't want to disrupt you from your work too long?
Oh, that is okay. I understand. You see, as they just close the book and all your lights begin to illuminate properly. That is understandable. Yes, see, that is fair. I see that now. Yes, see. So, I hope will not make him mad. Please, I hope it don't make him mad.
I'm sure.
No.
I'm sure
Enough.
he'll be okay.
Has he been mad before?
That's when the father came. You see. We got very mad once.
Mm-hmm.
Got mad many times, but this was very mad. Wanted to hurt things, yes, see? So, father had to come to stop him. Came too late and damage was done, but yes, see? Now he wants us to do good. Yes, see?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for that.
You are all welcome, yes, see? I hope I help you, yes?
Oh, very much so.
Very
we'll leave
helpful.
you to your work.
Yes, doors will spell back on door when you leave. I just close door and spell will be back on, yes, see? But I leave to work, yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, yes, see?
If in the future we need to check on your progress again,
I heard your hearts, yes, see? I heard your hearts earlier, yes, see? And I will know you are with the master and good. So no mind stuff, no, see, no. So I will know that if you come, I open door for you, yes. Because you are with master and I trust master. Master is good. So I'll help you, yes, see?
yes.
Oh, I'm glad I was able to help your children.
Yes, it's sad, but they were sad, they were hurt, so we had to let them go. Yes, see?
Let's get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But we will relay this information back.
By the way, your detect magic was probably still up by the time they went and got the book and came back. Oh, did you get a pang of necrotic?
That's
Really? I couldn't tell from the spine and the skulls and all of
and
that.
the dimming of light.
I think
No,
it's
but
referred to
here's
as
the
the
thing.
Big Bad Book of Badness.
Yeah.
Probably quite close to the Big Bad Book of Badness.
Hmm.
You've never
Sounds like
felt
a
a
Necron.
source of evil that powerful, Buckley, in all your time.
The Mojo Jojo book. The book of people who fart in phone booths and run away.
objects?
What do you do, Buckley?
Plane of
No,
existence.
no, I'm kidding. Nah, it's
Okay,
on
you go
targets.
by now then, yes, see?
Yes.
Let's
Okay.
let's go.
Bye-bye then.
Yeah.
We
Like, he begins
leave.
waddling back to like a desk. He's looking through things again. For the 8,937th time. Yes, see, I will do the next one. I just begin looking over to the next.
God, he sounds like a fucking IT guy. Okay, well, variation 8,493 didn't work. Okay.
As someone who
8,045.
was the IT guy once, yes, that's what you do.
It's literally like that, yeah.
What is it?
Do you say that to it?
No. I was joking about Narrowin.
Shut up.
Hi, Georgie!
It's a clown.
Do you want a balloon?
Anyway. We leave. And
You all
I think
leave.
we're gonna leave.
The door closes. Each door closes after you, and as you approach to the corner where the sandstone had fallen in, it has departed when you guys left.
Do we want to get a stick back?
Yeah, I was gonna go.
Yeah,
grab
grab the-
our-
You go grab the immovable rod because you did not set off the trap,
Put that back in my inventory.
and you all, in your own time, make your way up the stairs one by one,
With the help of some D-door.
and then finally Shimmer and D-Doors grunt up and out into the actual guild hall itself.
and
Give
we
Alistair his shield back. And take
close
my
the
life.
fireplace.
Oh yes, thank you very much.
You close back the fireplace. The shield is there. Mug and Jonathan are still there. Jonathan looks to all of you. So, have you learned? Oh, what is that face on all of you?
Oh, why do I feel like my soul needs a shower?
Okay.
Oh, none of this sounds good. Oh no.
Well, we have two options.
Well, I'm guessing
He
one
goes,
of them is burn it to the ground.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that is the that is the preferred
That's
option.
option A.
So
Yeah.
it's a good option.
Hmm.
Seal it off and let nobody down there.
We need to go back down there.
I mean, in
We're gonna need to go back down. Yeah.
well, in theory, it was sealed off and left for, in theory, a very long time.
Yeah. Which I will now light a fire on top to burn some more ash onto the.
So
You begin setting in logs to make sure that it is heated again, and you're like, I don't want to go back down to not.
Well, no, just more so to build back up the ash. That might be.
Okay.
Alice,
just so that-
what are you gonna do with the chain you found?
The amulet?
Yeah, you might notice it's missing.
Hmm. Hmm.
I write in a note saying, see if we can trade it for some gauntlets.
That would be highly suspicious.
Yeah, he would ask where we got a third amulet from.
Nosdo.
Nosdo's already used his.
And he knew that. He already used his.
Hmm.
He'll know that that's not one of ours.
Yeah.
To be honest, we should put it back.
We should have left that.
I think the better question is just, what difference does it make?
So you just want to leave it in the bag of holding for the rest of the day?
Can't see anything
Forever.
in there.
Yes, but he could see it when it was on the guy.
He could see it when it was on the guy, but if he brings it up, it means he's got to answer some questions.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because at the moment, he doesn't know that we know what it does. So if he comes up to us and says, why have you got another amulet, and we haven't shown it to him, then we know that he knows that we know. You see? So he's not going to bring it up. So it's fine.
If he doesn't bring, but if he doesn't bring it up, then we won't know if he knows.
Yeah, I just
We know that
write
he knows.
another.
Out of character.
I just write another note. Can we go bloody shopping? I need
Hey, have you
rations.
guys-
Grunt's never been so determined of like, I want to buy stuff as to now.
I need to go
Normally it's like-
shopping.
I don't want to shop, I want to fight things, and now it's like a
I would like to
shop.
raid shop.
Great shop. Okay, so
Heroin, do you ever identify those scrolls that you found?
that's what I was going to do now, since we weren't in
Did we take that
possibly
armor
a
with us?
lair.
No, I left the armor.
You left
Okay.
the armor of the mariner there. So, spell scrolls. You may as well want to take this down because there are several.
Who wants to write this down? Save us writing it a million times.
Someone put it in the bag anyway, one of you.
I think Blue's on it.
So, I'll start then. Everyone ready?
Think so.
Scroll of Aid. A scroll of Skywrite. A scroll of Haste. A scroll of True Seeing. And a scroll of Abi Dalzim's Horrid Wilting.
It's Gesundheit. I don't even know how to begin trying to spell that.
ABI dash
ABI dash
DAL
DAL
ZIM.
ZIM.
Then comma S as if to say of, like, you know, his horrid wilting.
Okay, that sounds like a pleasant spell.
It's
Luckily, it's not a pleasant spell because you know what it can do because you identify. That is not a pleasant spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that True Seeing scroll.
Okay,
Seems like I could use it.
fair enough.
Because I may as well. 8th level necromantic spell.
It's also known as
Range?
SpongeBob spell.
Range of 100 feet. You draw moisture from every creature and thing within 30 feet of the cube centered on a point of your choosing within the 150-foot range. Every creature within this area must make a Constitution saving throw. Constructs and undead are not affected by this. However, plants and elemental water creatures make this saving throw with disadvantage. Creatures will then take 12d8 necrotic damage on a failed save. Half as much on a successful one. All puddles of non-magical water, all trees and shrubbery within the radius instantly die.
That's
Right.
that
It's
sounds
a sponge spell.
that sounds horrific.
need it. I don't
need it.
You definitely don't.
don't need it.
Okay, cool. You're taking the True Seeing scroll, are you?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it out of the bag then.
A small gnomish figure just pops in and takes the scroll and disappears into the water.
Leaves behind a few random potions.
Yes.
Well, the three of you can have fun deciding who gets to use them. Because I can't fucking use them.
I mean, I basically have access to all of those except for the haste. And the skywrite. But anyway.
Excuse me.
not me.
Why
Not
is
me.
this? Why is it always Spook?
God damn it. I wanted to play. Fucking.
It is legitimately always Spook.
Ah.
It was me last time, surprisingly.
True.
That was actually my first time being pulled.
Oh. I was hoping this was gonna be done.
You're the
little
spellcaster.
sooner.
You shouldn't pull.
Yeah, we're pulling
So-
aggro. Like, what the
So
fuck?
I guess you can have haste as well then, because you're the only one who can cast haste.
Alright, sure.
Yeah, because it's not part of my spell slots.
Might as well give them to people who can use them.
Can anybody else? Well, aren't scrolls basically?
You have
I'm
to-
using this.
It's basically a free spell slot.
Yeah, if
Is
you
how it
read,
works,
if you
because-
read the description in the DMG, it does actually say that they have to be on your spell list to cast them. Which is why, as the rogue, I've just dusted my hands of this and gone, help yourself.
Which
So
Did they
Crumblebottom
remove
now
that from-
leaves.
Ah!
Goodbye, my dear.
Ah!
Thank you for the quickie. Blue's face. The disgust.
So, this is what we know now. Basically, underneath our guild hall here was a ancient laboratory
Mhm.
used by most likely the heroes, so to say, of Galgaron to
From 300 years ago.
from 300, like I said, for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
An ancient research lab, basically,
Mm-hmm.
to figure out why, or figure out how to get rid of the curse that is on Galgaron, to basically to where he cannot use his powers.
Yes,
Mhm.
that seems correct. That is messed up.
Yes, especially because if everything that was said down there is true, that means it might have been Creed, the original ancient dragon that was here, that had that curse on him, and not Galgaron himself.
Yes, that I would imagine that would be
Because
correct.
Galgaron, as we know him, is the one that basically took Creative's identity.
Mm-hmm. Took his
So he
tower,
wouldn't
took
have, he wouldn't have his so-called curse.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the way he described, there's the curse which stops him using his healing, and what that person thing was referring to as badness from the mother.
From Tiamat.
Yes, but his curse that stops him healing
That was
It-
from Bahamut,
is
wasn't
from
it?
the father
Bahamut.
as a punishment for doing
Yeah,
bad things.
Yeah.
So there's something else that's
So they
affecting
would
him.
so perhaps he knew that there was this badness, we'll call it, and
the bad touch.
yeah, and caused by this Bone Prince person, and he tried to get rid of it, except now 300 years has passed apparently, and they certainly didn't find a cure, so who's to say what's happened with 300 years of brewing to happen?
Yeah.
This so-called badness that's inside him. Because somebody sealed that place off.
With some powerful magic.
Yeah. And, you know, quite often, bad guys don't think they're the bad guys.
Yeah.
So...
What's worrying me is what Guan Chi said about how he's likely to test us, and when we fail, he'll dispose of us.
That's
I have
probably
a feeling.
how.
That's probably how we're going to get disposed of.
And he said
Because basically we're tossed down there.
and he said we're probably going to get tested soon.
There will be some test that he'll throw us against that will be unlikely to succeed.
Didn't
So-
Quan Chi also say that it was in the tower that he had stuff locked up as well?
Don't remember him mentioning the
Yes,
tower, but
no, I think that was the thing that was mentioned.
Yes, he did. He did
Yeah.
mention it.
Because then that means whatever is locked up in the tower is going to be worse than what's possibly down there. Or
oh, you mean
that.
like challenge-wise?
Yeah, for us to
Oh
be challenged.
yeah. He did say that he kept challenges in the tower. I remember that much. My thought,
Maybe
my thought is now is that in every problem that we've had, there's always been a sort of side problem that's come up, and we've always taken on the side problem and taken it out, and it's made things better in the long run.
yeah.
So I feel like we need to deal with whatever's downstairs first. Because it's like as much as I feel sorry for whatever's down there, Like, that guy is obviously under the illusion that he's doing the right thing for the right people, but his mind has been...
Oh shit!
Hi.
Hi!
Hello.
Hi! I'm scared.
Hi, Scared. I'm Daz. You, glancing up, you glance around, and you see a familiar small raven perched up top above, looking down towards all of you with those inverted coloration eyes. I'll move you back down.
Okay.
That floor.
Yeah. So, first we can agree on is we do not spend any time whatsoever inside the guild hall. I'm not sitting on a potential necropolis. This place is basically a mausoleum at this point.
Well, the only other place is...
Swamp.
Well, no, we're not staying in... Oh, that reminds me. Thank you. When I went to the potion shop, apparently they recently found a dead basilisk on the outside of town. Now, if I recall, those basilisks are Gargaron's personal guard dogs. And one was found dead with no obvious causes. So
That does intrigue me.
So, yeah, to reiterate my point, still not a fan of just sort of staying out in the middle of the swamp.
You'd rather stay around here?
To be honest, at this point, one is hardly much safer than the other. At least...
I don't think nature has really shown us much of a threat. Here we've been attacked twice in our own home. We've got whatever the hell's going on downstairs happening. We've had whatever was going on in the sewers happening. So far out in nature, the only things we've come across are some scary creatures that we had to go and attack. I feel a hell of a lot safer outside these walls than inside them.
Yeah, it's also a hell of a lot more suspicious again. Thanks for giving us a guild hall and a house. We're not going to use either of them. Bye.
We have good enough reasons to not use the house or the guild hall at this point. We've been attacked in both of them. They're not safe. This town isn't safe.
Yeah.
And besides, what the hell's Galgron going to do at this point? We know that he's debilitated. We've physically seen that he's debilitated.
That could have been an illusion.
Is he though?
Alright, well, he's given the guise of being debilitated enough that
Yeah.
literally everybody believes him. For him to all of a sudden get really pissy with us taking a snooze in the swamp is going to raise some suspicions. If he goes from being on literally death's door to up and about and throwing his weight around again, even Aeon Soul's going to raise an eyebrow and say, hang on a minute, what's going on here? A minute ago you couldn't walk and you needed me to be by your side catering for your every need, and now all of a sudden you're jumping through windows and throwing people around. It would draw too much suspicion. Just saying, we need to stick together. We need to make a group decision because we can't be going off on our own
No,
anymore.
we can't. It honestly feels like there's no satisfactory answer. I feel like wherever we stay, we're just as equally likely to be attacked at this point. It feels like there is nowhere safe to stay.
What if we stay in the tower?
Why would they let us stay in the tower?
Because we're Galgron's heroes.
I guess.
It's worth a shot.
There's no harm in asking.
Do you really think Crumble would decide to attack us in Galgron's tower?
If you're
He's
okay,
not stupid.
if you're okay with telling everybody that you got attacked, because remember, in theory, they shouldn't know about that. If you go up and say...
I'm okay with saying I've been attacked.
Okay.
Got nothing to hide with that respect. I just jumped. Got a bad cough there, Del. Should get that seen to.
You can come in if you want.
I'm already in.
Raven lands in the middle of the room before shadows meld and the form grows to the size of the humanoid. So, I take it he has managed to make his way here then?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a new, very unexpected trick that caught us up.
You made your way here very quickly.
I have my means.
So does
You've
he.
been gone for several days, and it was 2 days ago he was meant to have arrived, and a carriage did appear. He was in the carriage, looked to me with a smile, and then there was an entirely different man there who said he was from Duskhaven. Just a merchant. Nothing more. Just a very confused man wondering what had happened. So it seems like he can now swap a position with somebody.
Great!
It's definitely not something I wanted. Definitely not something I anticipated, and judging by the look on, no offense, on Alistair's face, he seems to have had the brunt of him.
Do you bring any
Anything,
useful
Arthur.
information?
Well, there's nothing new that has been developed. I'll tell you that there's been a decent handling anyway of Rothaven for now. Aside from that, and my continued attempt of a hunt, which is less of a hunt and more of a game of cat and mouse, where both sides happen to be the cat and mouse. Nothing new, nothing worth saying, really. I just realized that he had duped me, and I made my way here.
Do you have any idea what kind of magic it is that allows him to swap with people? Is this sort of devil contract stuff, or...?
I don't know who would be more foolish to make a contract with the devil, him or the devil. I don't know, I've done some dodgy things before, but never made contracts with devils.
Everybody's open to new things.
Seemingly, judging by what I've heard from you lot as I was up there.
Yes, well, it's certainly been an extremely eventful return. We've barely been here 2 hours.
Indeed. By the way, at this point, Jonathan and Momo are like, who the fuck?
Well,
An associate.
yeah, we'll go with that.
Jonathan looks at this guy, he looks at Jonathan. I don't trust you. Not in the slightest. The Raven responds, good, he's a smart boy then.
I know I liked you for a reason, John. So what's our next move then? There's a lot going on that we could investigate.
First things first, I say we take a nap.
Cheeky nap's good.
Yeah.
I definitely need a rest.
Yes.
Okay, so we go to the tower, say got attacked, and would like somewhere safe to rest since we don't feel safe either in the house or at the guild hall.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if we necessarily want to wait until Thank you.
You're in the spotlight.
No, you guys are in the spotlight because you don't realise you're being recorded.
You're live on the internet.
Well, if
Are
you
we
need
live?
somewhere, my place is still available.
That's true.
That's
Jim
true.
has another house, but I don't imagine it being the
It's
reason the tower came to mind was because
It's
it'd
protected.
be very foolish to jump in there unannounced.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm-
Crumble got a good jump on me, but if you're in the same area where Nero could jump from behind a corner, that's going to be odds against him.
Yeah.
Yes,
So we'll,
apparently that sordid sociopath has managed to keep a residence in that tower, to my knowledge.
so
I say that with the highest regard because I'm aware of his
I'm aware of him.
Right. So after you've had a bit of a rest and recover, what then? We wait for him to make his move, or do we continue with our supposed mission?
The Raven steps out of sight, steps to a place where he won't be seen from the door, and you just hear
I look at the Raven and raise an eyebrow.
just melds into the shadows. I'm not here.
Join him, Del. And I'll,
I'll go to the door.
I'll shadow step to the second floor.
As you
Hold
open
on.
up the door, Buckley, it's a
Hello?
It's a what?
guardsman. It's one of the town guard. I was told to summon all of you towards the tower. It seems the Lord wishes to have a discussion with the lot of.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Do you need me for anything, or am I okay to go? I was just told to bring you a message.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you.
I'm on break. And he just bolts like anyone who uses the excuse of I'm good, bye! And as you all realize you have been summoned to Galgaron's tower, we will end the stream there.
Thank God.
Ooh! God, that was a lot of information.
So, hey, you know how he might not come as... He might say something about us, you know, with the amulet? This is about the time.
Well, we've got
Or, this is the challenge time.
we got a week to think about it.
Yeah.
Come into my parlor, said the dragon to the hero.
We'll see you in a week's time, guys.
I don't like this game anymore.
I see one out!
Bye bye.
I'm my dev.